Good evening and welcome to St. Albert Catholic High School. We are going to get things started with senior night. We'll get into the opening pleasantries and all that stuff later. We're going to start with Lena Roslanik. Lena has played 4 years of basketball as well as soccer. She was the first football player, female football player on the St. Albert football team. And she's headed to Midland University to play on a basketball scholarship. Lena's the daughter of Mike and Lisa Roslanik. She's the oldest of three. So Molly, I believe, is a freshman, and Michael's in 5th grade. So the Roslaniks will be around for a while.
She's participated in 4 years of volleyball, basketball, and tennis, 3 years of softball, 1 year of soccer. National Honor Society treasurer and publications member, and she plans to attend the Palm Beach Atlantic University to study elementary education. Thank you, Landry.
So if you didn't catch that, that's Landry Miller, also a starter for the girls team here. She's the daughter of John and Terry Miller. She's played basketball for 4 years, as well as volleyball, tennis, softball, and soccer. Fun note, she's also a tennis player. She made it to state twice as one of the doubles with current Notre Dame student and St. Albert alumni, Allison Narmy, and they finished in 5th place both years. So she has one more tennis season ahead of her. We'll see if she can make it a three-peat.
Is her brother? Her brother plays tennis too, right?
At Wartburg.
Okay.
Yep. And so it's obviously a family sport there. Landry's headed to Palm Beach Atlantic, and she's going to study elementary ed. Wanted to add in there, she's a member of NHS as well, of course. Here at St. Albert, we take academics very seriously, and those two fine young ladies are a great embodiment of what it is to be a student here at St. Albert. We're going to have a full night of senior night activities, so we just started it off with the ladies, and we'll probably revisit that at another point during the broadcast as they take pictures and all that kind of fun
Got some
stuff.
waterworks going on.
Got a little bit of tears. This is not the last home game for these girls, but it is the last home Hawk 10 game, which I think is why they decided to hold senior night tonight.
That makes sense. Thanks for the clarification, Chad. Everybody was asking.
The people want to know. So welcome to the broadcast. I'm Chad Hannon.
Jesse Shea.
And then our trusty producer, Alexis Narmi, is here. She's wearing a headset for the first time, so she can actually hear what we're saying. So
I don't know if that's a good thing, but
I think it's a great thing.
Okay.
I don't think Alexis thinks it's a great thing, but I think it's going to be great.
It'll be short-lived, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I might not make it all night. So we've got Denison Schleswig here in town tonight. A little bit about these two ladies' teams. St. Albert is 13-2 overall, 5-2 in the Hawk 10, currently sitting 3rd. Harlan's in 1st, Glenwood is in 2nd. Now, if the Saints were to beat Glenwood next week, they would move up to 2nd. So we need some people to beat Harlan and Glenwood for us to move up there towards the top of the Hawk 10. Tough game last night against Atlantic. Saints were chasing pretty much the entire game. Ended up losing 49-44. Staged a really nice comeback. Just didn't. They ran out of time. Couldn't close it out.
They never stopped fighting. They were working that whole night. Never gave up.
Yeah, I would agree. And then I think that's kind of indicative of how they've been. I mean, it's not the first time they've been down this year. So they fought back and clawed their way back in. They just ran out of time.
Yeah, they've had some blowout wins, and they've had some close wins. So I mean, there wasn't anything out of the norm for them for sure.
Absolutely.
I think the few close games they played early on in the season.
Saints also ranked 7th in Class 1A right now. I don't anticipate last night's result against Atlantic will change anything. As has been custom, Junior Lily Crone's going to bring the music to the pregame festivities here. Let's see here. Saints lead the series, and the website that we use to track statistics and all that stuff only went back to 2014. So in the last 9 years, St. Albert leads 8-7 in this series. They're on a 3-game win streak. The last game these two teams played was on January 21st of last year. St. Albert won 50-43.
Almost a year to the date.
Almost a year to the date. Pearl Reese, St. Albert alumni, now playing at DMAC, led all scorers with 25 points. Ella Klussman had 8, Missy Evasek had 7. Saints are led by Missy Evasek in scoring and in rebounds. She averages just over 11 points a game and 8 rebounds per game. Lily Crone averaging 8.9 a game and 4 rebounds, 2.6 assists, of which she's second on the team. Ella Klussman with 8.3 points a game, 3.8 assists. Lena with 6 rebounds a game. Landry with 2.7 assists per game. I'll go on all night about this. We talked a little bit about the seniors, so now let's talk about Denison. We'll get in. We've got some fun.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, wait. I don't know what the.
Let's wait a little bit
Yeah.
before we get into the fun facts.
Fun in quotations.
Yeah. Hey, I'm excited. Jesse and I.
I'm thrilled.
Jesse and I purposely did not speak to each other this week so that we could bring all of our energy and chaos to this broadcast. So you're all in for a treat.
I was a lot more productive this week.
Same.
Along those same lines. Yeah.
Denison having a bit of a tough year on the ladies' side of the ball. We'll talk about the boys later. On the women's side of the ball, they're 2-10 on the year, 2-6 in the Hawk 10, which brings them in at 9th in the Hawk 10. They played LC Tuesday before the great snowstorm of 2023. Tough game there against the Fighting Chris Hannafins and the Fighting Jim Pettits. 52-24 loss. LC's a dang good team, and they're starting to turn the corner, so no judgment there. Their last win came on December 20th against Red Oak. A thorough beating there, 65-31. The last time Denison beat St. Albert, January 22nd, 2021, excuse me. So almost 2 years to the day, Jesse.
Yeah.
52-41 win.
Good catch.
So we'll get a little bit into that. There's still 12 minutes to go. So we may just hang out, let the video roll, and kill the audio. We'll bring it back up for the national anthem and all the other pregame, the prayer, and all those activities. But I think to save all of our material, we'll take a quick breather.
We have a lot, but
we did a lot of research for this. It turns out Denison's kind of an interesting place.
I mean, every place in Iowa is, Chad. Is this new?
Have you ever been to Trainer?
Trainer?
Not
okay,
interesting.
okay.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Shots fired.
Goodbye. Welcome back and welcome to St. Albert Catholic High School. We just finished a very spirited rendition of the fight song with our cheerleaders. And we are going to make sure that we acknowledge all of our cheerleaders and our dance team members tonight. Finally got all of their names. They deserve the recognition, and we'll be sure to do that. Would anticipate that we'll have the national anthem here as there's about 41-ish seconds on the clock. We'll have national anthem, the prayer, sportsmanship pledge, starting lineups for both teams. Saints are going to roll with their normal starting five, which is going to be led by seniors Landry Miller and Lena Roslaniak. Juniors Lily Crone, Ella Klussman, and Missy Evasek are going to round that out. So same starting five pretty much all year, barring injuries, of course. Denison is going to roll with senior Caitlin Brune, junior Addison Inman, senior Lauren Boker, junior Kiana Schultz, and senior Olivia Meyer. All right. Here we go. Cheerleaders are out there getting the spirit fingers going. We're going to go through the Iowa Girls and Boys Athletic Association sportsmanship pledge. And we're going to go into the national anthem here.
We'll start with a prayer.
Okay, Father Max. I thought I saw him down here.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the
Okay.
Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Please give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which, by our words and actions, is pleasing to you. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the players, coaches, officials, and parents. Amen.
Amen.
And now, please allow me to introduce tonight's starting lineup.
So we're going to go to starting lineups before the national anthem. It's nice to see Father Chuck Cotis from St. Pete's here, Father Max from St. Pat's. Again, the starters for Denison. Caitlin Brune, Addison Inman, Lauren Bowker, Kiana Schultz, and Olivia Meyer. That's your starting five from Denison. The Monarchs are coached by Adam Mish, Nate Pardon, and Morgan Mulbauer. Saints starting five. Number 2, our senior, one of our women of the night, Landry Miller. Our second senior and co-woman of the night, Lena Roslaniak. Then our juniors hit the floor, Lily Crone, Ella Klussman, and our center will round it out with Missy Evasek. Saints are coached by 1975 graduate Dick Wettengale. He's assisted by Dwayne Dale and T. Gary White. As always, shout out to our wonderful athletic trainer, Nick Finken, class of 97. We're going to have Bree Kiley, Grace Julian, and Will Tallman, all seniors. We'll talk about Bree and Grace later. They're going to sing the national anthem, so we'll turn it over to them. That was a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, just dripping with patriotism. Again, that was seniors Bree Kiley, Grace Julian, and Will Tallman. So very nice. Again, as always, thank you to the Knights of Columbus, councils that support St. Albert, and a multitude of Catholic activities here at St. Albert in the Southwest Iowa area. From St. Peter's, Corpus Christi, Holy Rosary in Glenwood, St. Patrick's here in Council Bluffs, St. Patrick's in Missouri Valley, and St. Patrick's in Neola. Jesse,
Yeah.
what are you thinking right now after that national anthem?
I'm thinking it's time to get started here.
Let's
lot
go.
of lead up.
I like it.
A lot of lead up to this game.
There's a lot of anxiety here as the Saints tip off their last home game of the Hawk 10 schedule. Evasek controls Roslanek controls the tip, goes to Evasek, back to Crone. Saints are in business. They're going to look for Evasek early. Nice outlet pass to Ella Klussman. She takes the three. It's no good. Strong rebound by Roslanek.
Nice job by Lena there. They're working hard to get deny Missy that ball. So I think if they keep playing the way they are, have some open threes tonight. See if we can knock them down.
You know, I was once listed on an athletic program as 5'10" and 165 pounds, which I did achieve the 165 eventually, but the 5'10" has eluded me.
You'll get there, Chad.
Probably
You'll
not.
get there.
So according to this roster that we have, the tallest athlete on the women's roster is 5'9". They've got a ton of girls that are 5'9". You'd got to think that's going to play well to the Saints here, especially with Missy and Lena taller than that. Nice by Ella Klussman. Gets the jump ball. It'll stay with Denison.
You know, our point guard is 5'10", so.
True statement.
You know.
Is she really 5'10"?
I mean, she's listed as just like you, 5'10". But, I mean, she's probably 5'9". Are you 5'9"?
On a good day. Depends what shoes I'm wearing. But, you know, the Saints do have quite a few girls on their roster that are 5'10" or taller. Molly Wise is a very talented freshman who will see the game, I would imagine, sometime here in the first quarter. She's 5'10". Ava Underwood, as Denison starts our scoring off. That was Olivia Meyer. Denison's going to come out here on a bit of a three-quarter court press, easily broken by the Saints. Missy is just begging for the ball, and that's up and good.
Easy.
Great press break by the Saints.
That ball movement is going to be key if they're going to trap and stuff like that.
Agreed. And you know, you think back to earlier in the season, the Saints struggled breaking the press a little bit.
They were trying to play hero ball. They were trying to dribble through it.
Yep.
Every time.
So that's a very dramatic and obvious improvement as this season has gone on. And this season's a grind. As we got into the broadcast here, you know, this is their 16th game of the year. A lot of those happening after the new year, as Lily Crone picks up her first foul. So they're in the midst of a very tough stretch of games. Again, they dropped last night's game to Atlantic. They'll play tonight. They play again at home against Thomas Jefferson.
But it's the tough schedule always helps St. Albert when it gets into tournament play.
It does. Nice defense there by Denison. Evasek with the rebound, pushes it out to Klussman, who's going to get it down to Roslanek. Landry Miller thought about the three. She's going to dribble.
Little floater.
Nice shot. I like that shot. Landry scored I think 2 or 3 threes last night.
Okay.
She did very well from outside. So, you know, I wouldn't be upset if she just fires that shot off next time. And again, look how much taller Missy is than everybody else on this court. That's a great inbounds pass. Looks like Lena's going to get called for the foul here. She is. That's going to be the second on the Saints. And two last night's game, Missy had 1 foul going into the fourth quarter.
Really?
Missy's a very physical player. You know, nothing to take against her game. She often will find herself with 3 fouls at some point in the first or early in the third quarter. So she played great defense last night. And that's going to be number 20, Lauren Bowker, drops in a 3, and Denison takes a 5-2 lead. Great press break by the Saints again. Saints can't connect on their shot. They're going to stick with this pressure defense, which I think is smart. It's going to be a...
Got a little ahead of himself.
Yep. Denison's going to start the subbing for tonight's game. That's going to be Maya Slater and Claire Linen.
Coming in for Bowker and Broom.
Okay. Saints staying with their original 5. Miller with a nice pass into Klussman
nice
to
touch pass
Roslanek.
by Klussman.
That's great passing by the Saints there.
That's just that they play so much together. Nice little touch pass. She knew she was going to be there.
Good dribble penetration there by Denison. Rejection by Missy.
Nice skip pass from Crone to Landry Miller for the 3. You called it, Chad. She must something must be clicking with her right now because she wasn't pulling the trigger like that earlier in the season.
She had a lot of really nice looks last night. Connected on a few of them. So again, would be nice to see that confidence continue. That ball is not off of Missy Evasek. Turnover by Denison. Saints will bring the ball back. There's 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Saints lead 7-5.
I like it. Senior night, just Landry, you got the green light. Go.
It's your night.
Here we
Do
go.
it again. Nice pass by Miller out to Klussman. She thinks about it. Over to Roslanek, who's going to skip it back to Crone. Down to Miller. She's going to dribble, get it to Evasek. That's got to be close to a travel. Nope, we're going to go jump ball. Ball will stay with the Saints. Coach Wettengale sporting the tie and the jacket on senior night. Grace Mans is going to check in.
Coach Wettengale looking good.
Got the drip going, as the kids would say. Missy Evasek in for Grace Mans, or I'm sorry, other way around. Grace Mans in for Missy Evasek. And Denison's going to sub here. We've got number 20 and number 2 coming in.
Starters coming back out, or coming back in.
And that's going to be Olivia Meyer and Addison Inman coming out. Miller's pass into Klussman, over to Crone at the top of the key. Mans and Roslanek working for position at the bottom. Nice entry pass there by Miller to Roslanek. And
Fouled on the ground there, foul on the floor.
Lena's too strong to give that. She's not giving that pass up.
No, I like it. When Missy comes off, we kind of usually just shoot from the perimeter. I like that they're trying to feed Lena there.
I agree. Yeah, I think this Denison team's going to learn. Lena's too strong. She's not giving up that ball without a fight. Crone's going to dribble and penetrate.
Nice job by Lily.
Takes the and 1. Saints are on a 7-0 run.
9-0, right?
7-0. It was.
Was it 5-2?
It was 2-2.
Okay. I think it's important for Lily to get going early. I think it's important for the Saints team because I mean the whole season they've kind of gone as she's gone and she's gone good.
Right.
So
I would agree. That's a great point. Saints are a very interesting mixture of experience and youth. They have a lot of key young players that get great minutes when things are going well, and it would be nice to see that continue. 3-point shots, no good. Rebound down to Denison. Slater for 3, it's no good. Gets her own rebound. That's going to go into the second row of the seats.
You get stuck.
That's took a little effort to dig out. Well done. Lily Crone's going to come out, the sophomore. Ellie Monahan comes in for her first action of the night. She's typically one of the first 1 or 2 people off the bench. Very reliable point guard. Monahan over to Miller. He's going to look for Klussman for an entry pass.
Nice look by Miller. A lot of congestion there. Is a tight window.
Really, really crisp passing from the Saints to start this off. Saints lead 10-5. 2 minutes to go. Junior Caitlin Hendricks takes her warm-up off. She's coming in.
That's Bowker again. She's shot about 4 threes so far. She hit 1.
3-point assist. I like it. Hey,
Yeah.
if you think you're hot,
Yeah.
keep shooting.
I mean, that one was right there. Right in line.
Roslanik with the rebound. Hendricks is going to give her a spell. Also coming out is Landry Miller. So our 2 seniors here on senior night come out, get a little breather for the last 2 minutes of the first. Monahan brings the ball up the court.
A little look at what next year's lineup might look like.
I would expect it to be similar to this. Hendricks pump fakes, drives. It's no good.
Off Monahan's head.
Hits Monahan in the face. She keeps going. Good pestering defense by Monahan and Hendricks. No easy baskets tonight. Denison's moving the ball around very nicely.
They got, seems like they got a lot of girls that can create their own shot. They don't have Missy to bail. They don't have a Missy to bail them out down low. So these girls, they got to find their own shot. And
great drive there. That's Samantha Chandler, a sophomore guard. She drives and makes her own shot. Saints lead 10-7.
I like that ball movement. Nice pass from Hendricks to Missy, and Missy to Mans.
Freshman Ava Underwood coming in for her first action as the band is going to take their place.
You know I love the band. Love the band.
Underwood may not be coming in after all. She'll get in sooner than later. Haven't seen that before, I don't think. Someone checks in and then, just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, interesting inbounds play here from under the basket. They all started at half court and ran up. Nice steal by Ella.
Nice breakaway.
Nice.
Evasek converts.
It's textbook right there. Nice bounce pass to Missy. In stride, easy layup.
Saints with the full court press.
Shot clock off.
Shot clock, thank you. That's new to Iowa sports this year. We're all getting used to it together. Saints lead 12-7, 15 seconds to go. That's a travel. Travel on the sophomore. Turnover goes to the Saints.
She had Ellie spun around, though. That girl's quick.
Yeah. And that's Samantha Chandler, the sophomore guard.
Yeah,
Klussman inbounds the ball.
Probably say her name, right?
Yeah, I gotcha. That's my job here.
Thanks, Chad.
Klussman gets it over to Hendricks. Mans is open under the basket. Gets it back to Klussman, who's going to let it rip from 3 with 3 seconds to go, and it's good.
And
that's a nice first quarter.
Yeah. Nice closing of that quarter by the Saints.
Very nice. Very nice. Should we start off here with our fun fact? First fun fact of the night.
Oh, should we? Is it?
I think it is.
We warmed up enough?
I think so. I'm warmed up.
Okay.
Are you warmed up?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. I'm going to start with an easy one. There is an all-time great Iowa football player from Denison. Do you know who it is?
I mean, is he an offensive lineman?
He was.
Brandon Sheriff?
Yes, that is Iowa offensive lineman Brandon Sheriff, who was drafted 5th by the former Washington Redskins, the current Commanders. He's now with the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing tomorrow night. One of my favorite all-time Hawkeyes. He tore his knee up, had surgery in the middle of the season, came back just a couple games later.
What happened to his knee?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. But fun fact about Brandon Sheriff. This is where the fun fact is.
Oh, God.
He has played in 99 games in the NFL.
Okay.
How many games do you think he started?
He's played in 99?
Yes. I'm going to give you a hint.
99.
Just one short of 100.
99.
He has started in every NFL game of which he has played, and he started in every Iowa football game that he played except for the first 7. He was injected into the starting lineup midway through his freshman year and never looked back from there, including a streak of 26 straight games his junior and senior year. One of my favorite Hawkeyes. He is
right up Chad's alley, Hawkeye football.
Tough as nails, man. I love Brandon Sheriff. He is.
You think he talks a lot during girls and boys basketball games? You should hear him talk about Iowa football.
That is not, even though this is the internet, there still are rules, and that is not how things go with me in Iowa football. Roslanik with the 3, just missed the rim. Saints lead 15-7, just underway in the second. Crone's going to kick it over to Underwood. The freshman finds Evasek. Great post move there. That is the 6th point for Evasek as she marches towards double digits here.
Those early possessions, the early Saint possessions, Denison had their defense down. They knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to deny Missy. But we hit a couple deep shots, and they can't play like that.
They cannot. Olivia Meyer, who cannot connect. Ball's going to stay with the Saints.
I mean, that pass by Landry there, only person that could have caught it is Missy.
It's a high-level pass.
Yeah.
It takes an extraordinary amount of skill to hit that pass. Miller's going to inbound it. She's going to get it into Evasek, who's going to find Crone at the top of the key. Crone resets the offense. Over to Roslanek, who's going to take a deep two. Just off the mark. Ball's going to go over to Denison.
He likes to be called my younger brother.
See, and I like to call him your little brother.
I do too.
Because it really gets under his skin.
Where's he at?
He walked in on the visitor side. It's probably his first time in this gym in like 20 years. So he's rerouting over to the proper side of the gym.
Okay.
See, there he is. Not a small dude. Roslanek draws the foul. That's going to be a shooting foul, so she's going to the line. Just the fourth foul on Denison. That's the second foul, however, on Caitlin Brune, who is not going to stay in the game, it doesn't look like. Looks like Denison's going to sub her out, which would be what I would do if I was the coach. Roslanek misses the front end of the two. She'll have one more.
Slater checking in for Brune.
And I think, you know, if there's one area that is kind of the kryptonite for the Saints, it's their free throw shooting. Had a lot of opportunities last night. Could not capitalize as Roslanek hits the second of two. Saints lead 18-9. They just struggled last night.
Saints pressing here. Yeah, no. Yeah, go back to the free throws. It's not. Yeah, it didn't start last night.
No, it's been a concern as the season has gone on. They had those issues in their other loss to Harlan. You know, and I know they're working on it. They're working to try to improve. But I would say
Miller keeps shooting, Landry. Nice shot.
That's 6 points for Miller, her second 3 of the game. But yeah, I would say that's a little bit of a chink in the armor. Their kryptonite, if you will.
Yeah, if they have a weakness, I mean that's it, because the guards can play, their bigs can play.
They've got the best post player in the Hawk 10. There's no doubt about it. They have great guard play, very crisp passing. That is a travel, but regardless.
Take a steal by Crone.
Crone takes the steal, pads the stat sheet. Over to Underwood. Underwood's looking for Roslanek. Back to Crone, who's going to take it.
We'll take that. Good. Nice shot, Lily.
Saints are on a heater.
Yeah.
Saints are on a heater.
And when they can shoot like that, watch how much that opens up Missy down low.
Coach Mish is going to take a timeout. Probably the right thing to do.
What do you think? What do you think? I don't know.
Coach Mitch.
Coach Mitch is saying to them.
You know, he's probably just saying, "Hey, calm down. Don't. If we start to panic, there's gonna be an onslaught coming. Everybody, calm down. Now they're killing us on the perimeter. We need to continue to play tough perimeter defense while not sacrificing under the basket."
Yeah.
Easy to say, really hard to do.
I think. I agree. I think you remind them how well they did early on in the game, and they were.
Yes.
Their perimeter were moving on defense a little better, getting, you know, because when you play a zone like that, when you're trying to get, you know, deny Missy the ball down low, you're going to have open shooters, but your guards got to get out there. They got to get to their spots fast. So just reminding them of that.
You're right. They played great at the start of the game. Saints are going to change up their lineup a little bit. For posts, they're going to have Caitlin Hendricks and Grace Manns. At the guards, they're going young. They've got junior Ella Klussman, but then they've got freshman Ava Underwood and Molly Wise in the game.
Olivia Meyer there with the bucket for Denison.
Wise with the ball. She's looking for Manns. Back to Klussman, who finds Hendricks.
Nice pass by Klussman.
Great pass, but even better block.
Is that Brune? No, that's 23.
That's
Slater.
Yep, Maya Slater. Great block, great defense.
Slater didn't start, but when she's in, she's causing havoc. She's getting shots off.
And there's bad news on that. That's her second foul. She's probably coming out.
Okay.
I agree with you, though. She plays very aggressive, very good defense. Hendricks is going to miss the front end of the two.
See if I can see her dad.
In comes Samantha Chandler. Shout out Jim Hendricks, great guy.
Mr. Hendricks.
play cards with him. Great guy. Always got a good joke to tell.
Uno.
Uno, only Uno. Sometimes
Nice.
Connect 4.
We go. We're 50% on the year ish.
Yeah.
We go 1 for 2 about every time.
It feels like good defense by Mans. She's going to get called for the foul. That's good defense, though. That's okay. We've got fouls to give. Saints have 4 fouls on the game so far. So you asked, what is the Saints' free throw percentage? And I can actually answer that question.
So while he's looking that up, I guess I have to do the play-by-play.
Yeah, you should, but I'm back. So Mans with the rebound, kicks it to Hendricks. Hendricks brings the ball down the court. She's going to get it to Klussman. The top of the key, over to Molly Wise, back to Klussman, over to Ava Underwood on the left side of the wing. Wise finds Hendricks, who's going to find Mans. Mans is going to take it up. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. She's going to put it up and get fouled in return. She will go to the free throw line with 2.
Watching them move that ball in the perimeter, find the open person on the inside, and then make an extra pass. It's beautiful to watch.
And bad news for Denison. That's a third foul on Maya Slater. Not often that you see someone collect their 3rd foul with 4:06 to go in the second. Slater's going to take a seat. She's clearly disappointed, but I will say this. I really enjoy the tempo of which she plays defense. It's
and someone's got to get down there and bang with our bigs.
yes.
So
So Mans hits 1 of 2. You had estimated that the Saints are shooting 50% on the season. You were close. It's 46.9%. So again, they're in the midst of an unprecedented season. That's just the one area of where they can tighten this up. And I guarantee you that Coach Wettengale would say, no kidding, Sherlock, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Klussman's going to miss from the left wing. Denison rebounds the ball and brings it down the court.
On the last Saints possession, I like Wise pushing that ball up. It was pedal to the metal.
Yeah. Oh, it's very, very common with her. She's tempo when she's in. Looks like we're going to do a good old-fashioned hockey shift change here. 5 Saints sitting below the check-in table. They call it a scorer's table? What's the proper nomenclature?
Scorer's table.
Scorer's table, okay. My apologies. Klussman with the rebound. She's going to sprint it up the court. She's got great speed. Denison tries to draw a charge. Is unsuccessful in doing so. Rebound goes to Denison. The Monarchs are going to push the ball. That's Kiana Schultz. Very nice pass. That's
Nice
Schultz. Can't connect. Rebound to Mans. Wise is going to bring the ball up the court.
Everybody on the court looks tired right
Yeah, that was an intense 5 minutes there.
now. Yeah. Not a lot of whistles. They need that under 4 timeout.
Underwood's going to draw the foul. Jeez. Good hard foul. This looks like Big Ten basketball here. That's going to be called on Addison Inman.
Hawk 10.
Her first. That was a Big Ten foul right
I
there.
understand.
Yeah. Do they play tough defense in the Hawk 10? I think it just depends who you're playing.
Yeah, you're right.
Underwood makes the first of 2. 4 Saints coming in. Lena Roslanek will patiently wait her turn down on the
Chad,
bench.
We had 3 players on the court just now with 1 point. What does that tell you?
Even distribution. What if
it goes free throws.
As
Nice,
Underwood
nice,
connects
2
on
for 2.
her second one, where she's now 100% on the night in free throws.
Bringing up the average.
What
Nice job,
what
Ava.
if I told you we have 3 Saints on the floor right now with 6 points?
That's even better. I'd rather have 3 with 6 than 3 with 1.
I'm curious.
Does my math check out?
I'll allow it.
Where-
I'm not a math major. For the first time ever, our awesome producer Alexis Narmi can hear what we're saying. And as I say every broadcast, and I'll say at least 2 more times tonight, she is literally the brains of of this operation.
We just show up. Like,
we
it's
show up.
Super easy.
Pay her in nerd clusters. get a lot of eye rolls in return. But no, she is quite honestly the St. Albert Digital Media Club. All of the St. Albert Sports Fan broadcasts. She is the cog in all the wheels. She keeps us going in the right direction and makes sure that all this equipment that none of us know how to operate is in good working order.
We've all
Timeout.
we've all seen Zoolander, right? The scene when they're trying to get the thing that's in the computer. That
Oh.
would be me and Chad up here trying to figure this out. if it
Alexis
wasn't
is
for
like
Alexis.
Zoolander. What kind of like was that from the 80s?
She knows Zoolander. No?
She
Oh.
does not know Zoolander. Oh, that's
too bad.
embarrassing.
That's too bad.
Well, let's take a minute to acknowledge how we can afford to buy more headsets, and that's our wonderful sponsors here at StAlbertSportsFan.com. Welcome Homes, Mark McKeever, father of senior Carly McKeever. Great guy, good home builder here in Council Bluffs. Appreciate everything he does for us here at St. Albert. Align Chiropractic. I believe that is Felicia Campbell's chiropractic business. Fun fact. True story.
Okay.
I coached her in high school softball in 2010.
You're old. How old are you?
I am just slightly older than you, so you better check yourself. No, she's a delightful person, a joy to be around, and she was even back then.
Would she say the same about you?
I hope so, but probably not. I wouldn't expect her to. Great pass by Miller to find Lily Crone up the court. Is going to get the easy 2. Saints up 30-11. 1:41 to go in the second.
The whole crowd was telling Landry to get it up there to Lily. She did it.
She knew what she was doing the whole time. It's not
Yeah.
her first rodeo. On
who
the
they
floor
call
for the
this on.
Saints, we've got the sophomore, Ellie Monahan, who's going to draw that foul, her first. Junior Lily Crone and Missy Evasek. And then our 2 seniors of the night, Landry Miller and Lena Roslanik. At the line right now for Denison is Kiana Schultz. She did connect on the first of 2. She's got 1 on the day, and now she's got 2 on the day. Saints lead 30-13. Crone brings the ball up the court, gets it over to Miller. Monahan working her way to try to get free. She's going to find Crone in the middle.
Nice
Great
bounce.
pass. Goodness gracious. There's a clinic happening today. Evasek can't connect. She's going to go to the line.
That one is going to be on Schultz.
Denison's in a bit of foul trouble right now. That's their 9th of the half, and that's Schultz's 2nd.
It's pretty normal for a Saints game. They usually they go to the line a lot.
Evasek hits the first of 2. The tide is turning. That's 3 straight free throws made by the Saints if you're keeping track at home.
Is it the announcer's curse, Chad? Yep.
Oh,
You jerk.
Remind me never to do that again. That was
She hasn't missed one all day.
right as I said it. I realized it was likely my fault. More sponsors. Avila Bank, great hometown bank here in Council Bluffs, but also all throughout central and western Iowa, and now in Omaha. Thank you, Avila Bank. Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring Funeral Home, always there for not just St. Albert, but the community in general in a tough time. They just do a fantastic job in what is obviously a very difficult industry. Monahan's going to get over to Miller. Miller takes it. Oh, it's in and out. She about was 3 for 3.
I had my hand up here. I was going to, yeah.
Next time we need wireless headsets. Then we can like jump around and really go crazy.
She's feeling it. I like the confidence. I like seeing her shoot.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
I hope she continues to shoot.
Yeah.
She is 2 for 3 on the night. Evasek's going to miss the front end of 2. I cursed her. This is my fault. I feel like I owe her a handwritten apology after this game. Saints lead 31-13, 32.8 to go in the second. Second free throw for Evasek is good.
So
She now has
50%.
8 for the game. Good pressure defense by the Saints. Shot clock's off.
I just saw my. Okay, I'll wait for the end of this half. Here.
Denison's wisely going to hold for the end of the half. That's Chandler with the ball. She's going to get it back out, and that's good.
Ava Meyer for 3.
Olivia Meyer for 3.
Meyer for 3.
Monahan from half court. Oh, so close. So close. Saints lead 32-16. What kind of routine do you think the dance team's going to do tonight?
Probably a state champion.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah. Yeah, a state champion-esque. Is that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, the band bringing the drums on the floor.
Mr. Rad.
That's pretty rad, dude.
That is very rad. Fitting name. So we'll see if the dance team's going to roll in here or if we're going to do some more senior night festivities.
I want some Christmas music.
I know you love the Christmas music.
I love it. Hey, how's the text line going? We haven't
even brought up the text line.
Producer extraordinaire forgot to
Don't
remind us.
Don't forget to check in.
Oh, she usually doesn't hear us critique her, does she?
She doesn't. No, she's wonderful, the best. 402-981-2630. That's the St. Albert Sports Fan text line as our dance team rolls in, coached by Jenny Mace. And I have their names for the first time yet. Lila Mao, Ava Wagner, Emma Wigington, Grace Burrows, Ella Eicholt, Jada Larson, and Liv Somerville are our dancers.
You're welcome.
Now,
I gave Chad those names. I'll take credit for that.
Yes. Credit where credit is due.
Any seniors on the team?
I don't believe so. Emma Wigington is out right now with an injury. I believe there's one other. Usually, this not a big dance team. Mighty dance team.
I hope they fix the...
They're not going to fix the spacing. See, now we really are. So, St. Albert Elementary Principal Pat Ryan texted me last Friday, and he goes, "Great broadcast. Love listening to you guys. You're like Madden." And what's his partner's name?
Pat Summerall.
Pat Summerall. He's like, "You're like Madden and Summerall." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that as a compliment, Mr. Ryan. He has said worse to me in my life. We're now finishing each other's sentences. This is getting good.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say that the there's not like noticeable gaps where our injured dancers are.
No. It was the what do you call it? The symmetry.
Yes.
It was off last week.
The symmetry is, I mean, when you only have 7 dancers and 6 of them are on the floor, we're going to be a little off. We can't rewrite the dances.
Not for you don't have to do it for my OCD, but
Oh, man.
I would appreciate it.
Well, it's not too much to ask, Coach Mace, if you could. Now, these ladies are awesome. Lila Mao, state champion. Ava Wagner, 3rd place.
2-time state champion.
2 back-to-back. She's only a sophomore. So we have 3 individual top 10 placers. The team has team championships in certain, I believe it was jazz and something else. They're awesome. Credit to Coach Mace. We didn't have a dance team for a while. And dance is a lot like other sports. You can't just show up when you get to 9th grade and be like, hey, I want to be on the dance team. Most of these girls dance at Carrie's Dance Studio here in Council Bluffs. That's where my daughter dances. And they're there when I drop her off. They're there when I leave 3 hours later. So they put the work in, and it's evident their efforts have been rewarded in their recognition. And honestly, maybe we don't credit them enough, but they're a pleasure to watch, and they deserve everything that they've earned so far.
I completely agree. So you were talking about us finishing each other's sentences and that kind of stuff. So, here's the band. Oh, I love it. Anyway, so last night, me and my wife were watching the Saints game, and she kept saying like, "Turn it up, turn it up." And I was like, "It's up." Like, you want to hear the crowd? She goes, no one's calling the game. And I said, no. And she goes, well, then why do you have to? And I said, the people demand it.
The people, that's what the people ask for.
Yeah.
And who are we to say no?
Right. I'm not going to take that away from you listeners, watchers on a Friday night. I know knowing we're going to be on the mic on a Friday night gets you through the week. I'm not going to say no.
We're here for you.
Right.
And honestly, that wasn't a layup. But credit to both of our wives, Katie, my wife, Lindsay. When we do these things, they basically turn into single parents. And if you've taken your small children to an athletic event, you know that it's pretty much chaos for these
100%.
elementary age students. And boy, you know, there are some times where I feel really bad. It almost always leads to an injury in my household.
Oh, yeah.
But last week it was a bloody nose.
Okay.
Exploded all over the lobby.
When I was leaving, my son Jet was trying to convince my wife to let him take his bring his football cards to the game. And I said, I'm gonna hide them because that would be chaos. I walked out the other day. It was last Friday night, and Jet and your son Colin had like 25. What are they called? Slim Jims.
Oh yeah.
Slim Jims. They're just like eating them on the lobby floor. It's just chaos. So credit to them.
Yeah, though, you know what? I'm over the playing card thing. They take those things everywhere they go.
Like the football cards?
Yeah.
Or the trading cards? Yeah.
Yeah, because they take them everywhere.
I don't know. His
It's
stay.
exhausting.
His big thing, Jet's big thing is he always wants to rearrange the book.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, like, hey, once they're in, they're in.
Yeah. So that's my comment to that is I think Mom likes doing that with you. Anybody on the text line yet? No?
A couple, yeah.
Okay.
If you're going to text in, please, name and location of where you're tuning in from.
We'd love to hear from you.
Good feedback. I promise I'll take this. Love the broadcast. Would prefer to watch the dancers and hear the music versus your blather.
Oh, was that Mary Sims?
It was not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mary.
But good feedback. We will not talk through the dance team performance during the boys' game. You have my promise. So 3 minutes to go before halftime.
Weird. They don't want us to play-by-play the dance team.
Have some folks tuning in from Denison. Thanks for tuning in. Hang with us for the boys' game. Looking forward to that. Little preview for the Brandon from Denison tuning in.
Brandon who?
I doubt Brandon Sheriff. He's probably getting ready for the big game tomorrow. Of which I'm not a Chiefs fan, and my entire family is.
Okay.
So I'm all in on the Jags
Go
tomorrow.
Jags. Come on, Sheriff.
But
that'll just make the Niners the road to the Super Bowl.
Here we go. I was going to save the NFL talk for the boys' game, but
yeah.
little preview of what we're facing on the boys' side of things. Kind of the flip of what we're seeing right now. Denison is hot off a win, 70-58 win against LC on Tuesday. Falcons are 2-12, 1-5 in the Hawk 10. So Falcons have their work cut out for them. Denison's a real impressive team. As some of our longtime listeners know, my father-in-law Jim is a coach at LC on the girls' side of the things. I said, hey, what do you think? And he said, girls will be a good game. It's going to be a matter of if Denison can keep pace. He said the boys are a lot of fun to watch. Aggressive, physical, pace is what they do. And he said, yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that game. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a lot of great boys basketball in the Hawk 10 right now. And we've had a great benefit of having them here in Council Bluffs at St.
We've had
Albert.
a lot of good home games this year so far, haven't we?
So, we had Red Oak, who's on the lower side of things in the Hawk 10, and they just lit it up on last Friday night.
It made me question what had happened in the other games. I mean, because we've played some good teams with good records, the boys have, on the boys' side, and they look just as good as anybody.
My daughter Allison, checking in, St. Albert 5th grader, says, hi from home, and I'm a Bears fan, Dad. So she probably wants some money or something, but I'll take it. It's a lonely existence in my house. But thanks for tuning in, Allie. Much appreciated.
My goddaughter.
Your goddaughter. The questionable decision-making doesn't just start and stop in this broadcast. It's been going on for a long time. 30 seconds to go before the end of the first half. Shout out to St. Albert sports fan and all-around great St. Albert family, EPCO. Steve and Joanne Epperson, 75 graduates, and their kids, Phil, 2000 graduate, Michelle, 2003 graduate. Both their kids are here at St. Albert. EPCO does so much for St. Albert. And school's under kind of a renaissance a little bit of renovation and things like that, and EPCO's a huge part of that. I am a EPCO customer in my professional life in the casino industry. Customer service is phenomenal. The pricing is fair, and expectations are always met. So if you're into the heavy commercial side of things like I am,
And you want quality service, products, and prices?
call EPCO.
Look at that. Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at that ad read.
We are getting good. That was like your first ad read of all time.
I just let you do it. You're so good at it.
Saints start the half off with the ball. Klussman.
Like we
From
need
the
to
top
we
of
need
the
to get on like Pat McAfee's level. Their ad reads are ridiculous.
Yeah, I think we have a long ways to go to get anywhere near Pat McAfee on anything.
Just give me like a day. No, just,
Shout out
they're the
shout
best.
out to Joe Shear. He's with the Nonpareil. So whether you're a St. Albert fan or a Denison fan, go to nonpareilonline.com. Likely tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday, they'll have a lot of the photos online. I assume some of them will probably make tomorrow's paper, assuming that Joe gets out of here in time. Nonpareil's great to St. Albert and everybody here in Council Bluffs, our hometown paper, and they do the absolute best they can in this new media world with budget cuts and owned by Warren Buffett and all this other confusing stuff, as Evasek puts in too. But
Missy,
Missy,
it's just easier for me to say. She had 3 people on her. Easy bucket. It's crazy.
It's the height difference is just. I've been there my entire life. I've been short my entire life. These girls on the court are taller than I am. I get it.
It looks like me playing against Jet in the driveway.
I was gonna say it's like me trying to get a bowl down from the cabinet. But Saints create a turnover. They're hot to start the second half here. Ball's gonna go out on the Saints. Denison will gain possession. Just a minute and a half in here. Oh, gotta reset the shot clock. See, we're all getting used to this.
Yeah.
Taking clock
much
is tough.
improved.
Yeah, taking the clock is hard, man.
Yeah.
I do it for the football, or I do the scoreboard for the football team, and I'm average at it at best.
Look at that interception, speaking of football team.
By our lone female football player here at St. Albert, Lena Roslanek, our
Yes,
senior.
sir.
Klussman takes it up strong. She's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be called on Lauren Bowker. First team foul on Denison here in the second half. First on Bowker.
You know if Jackson's ankle's better or foot better?
He played earlier this week, so
Okay,
I think that he'll be playing, yeah.
Okay.
Klussman hits the first of 2 as her dad walks into the gym and looks on. Proud papa. She hits the second one. We will have her father, Mike, on our new podcast, our new / not really new, but relaunched podcast, On the Hill. We're sitting down with the bowling team, both the boys and the girls and their coaches, this week.
They're having a decent year, right? Or
No, they're having a pretty good year.
Yeah.
Some may call it historic.
That was the word I was going to use. I just lead you into these things.
I
right?
don't want to burn a lot of my material as Roslanek goes up strong. She's going to push it for 2. She's got 5 on the night. I don't know much about bowling. In fact, I am a 2-time male low scorer in the St. Albert alumni bowling outing every January. It's partially the reason why I didn't bowl this year, because I'm just tired of being embarrassed.
Someone's got to get last.
Well, I fill that void very well. So shout out to the bowling team. Great year. We're going to talk more about that this week. Producer extraordinaire Alexis Narmi is going to teach us how to do all this. 3's a little bit offline. Foul's going to be on Denison. That's Caitlin Brune. Second team foul on Denison. 3rd on Brune. Going to have some subs coming in. Brune's going to take a breather, as is Bowker. On the floor for the Saints, you've got Klussman, Crone, Miller, Roslanek, and Evasek. On the court for Denison, we've got Olivia Meyer, Claire Leenan, Addison Inman, Kiana Schultz, and I'm missing one. Maya Slater.
Denison's getting a little frustrated with the fouls that are going to be called, specifically Schultz there.
Crone's going to take that to the line. Looks like that right ankle's a little tender. She's working that out. That's the third foul on Schultz.
They've got 2 girls with 3 fouls on the floor right now. Her and Schultz and Slater. Slater,
A lot of
her
key
fouls were documented earlier in the first half.
Key players, key players, which
Yeah.
will open up opportunity for younger players. But that's tough, and I understand if there's frustration. 41-16 Saints. Denison breaks the press. Trap defense by the Saints in the corner. Goes to Roslanek, who's going to kick it up to Klussman. And that's going to be a charge going the other way. That's a pretty fair call. It's going to be the second team foul on the Saints, just Klussman's first.
That was Claire Linen taking the charge there, sacrificing her body for the team.
Samantha Chandler checks in for Addison Inman. Chandler brings the ball up the court.
I like Samantha Chandler. She's got some jelly.
She's got some moves.
Yeah, she does.
Pump
Look at
fake by Chandler. Kicks it back out. Good look. Good look by the Monarchs. Just can't get it to fall. Crone off to Klussman. Klussman for 3. No good. Roslanik's going to kick it out to Miller, who's going to take a shot at 3.
There
It's
you
good.
go, Landry. Senior night. Let's go. 3 threes on the night for her.
3 threes, 9 points. No fouls for the senior. Timeout. Timeout, Denison. Saints lead 44-16.
Hey, Chad, any upcoming events on the St. Albert calendar?
That's a great question, Jesse. One that I was absolutely prepared for. I think more than anything, a big one coming up is our open house. The open house is going to be on the 31st. It's a Tuesday.
Pancake Man, right?
He will be here during the day. Is he here for the open house too?
I think so.
Oh man, can I eat Pancake Man twice in one day
That's-
without getting judged?
No. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Oh.
You can without getting judged.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yes.
I'm in then.
As long as you put the cinnamon on it.
Not so much.
You just next time you go, just do a little bit of cinnamon.
Okay.
On the pancakes. It's
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
never had it until Pancake Man one time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. The open house. Key things about the open house.
Pancake Man.
Besides the Pancake Man, in the elementary gym at 5:30, and it's just a 20-minute meeting. Pre-K roundup at 6 is the kindergarten roundup in the elementary gym. At 5:30 in the auditorium, 6th grade. I call it orientation-ish.
Yeah.
9th graders going into 9th grade will be in the high school library at 6, and then all new or prospective families. There's a meeting in the auditorium from 6 to 6:30 that we would love for them to attend. This will not be like a pressure sales situation. This is informative. You don't even have to tell us your name if you don't want. Nice 3. Nice
That's
3
Schultz.
by Schultz. It's not a pressure sales. It's not like going to buy jeans at the Buckle back in the day to date ourselves. Alexis is probably wondering what the Buckle is.
I think my wife worked at the Buckle for
I
a little
worked
bit.
at the Buckle.
You did? You would.
Yeah, I worked at the Buckle our senior year. So it's not going to be like that. There's no pressure. This is to answer questions. We're not going to get too political in this thing. I do enough of that in my day job. But there are likely
Nice
going
pass
to be
by
some,
Landry.
likely
down
going
low,
to be
easy
some
bucket.
changes in the way that money is available for kids in Iowa to go to school, including to private schools, for really the first time. And so come, listen to what we're all about. Ask the questions, especially the questions that are important to you. And if we don't know the answer, we'll find out and get back to you.
I just want to quick note on that. So we got notes from Carrie Ashley and Sarah Dew.
Sarah Dew, yep.
So they just wanted us to emphasize all the sports teams, clubs, all extracurricular activities. They'll have tables set up there too. So
Yep.
so if you're a current St. Albert family that has a student going into middle school or junior high and you're interested in the new extracurricular activities, there's your chance.
This will be a neat little moment here We've got Molly Roslanek checking in. She's a freshman, Lena's younger sister, so the middle child of the Roslanek children. So that'll be neat. Coach Wettengale putting them on the court for the first time that I can remember on the varsity level. So really cool, deserved. Molly's a very nice young player, getting her experience underneath of her. If you have questions about the open house, if you have questions, we'll get into a little bit of alumni-based things here in a little bit in the auction. Carrie Ashley on the alumni side of things, Sarah Dew on the enrollment side of things. They are the people that will definitely be able to answer those questions. Or you can hit the text line 402-981-2630 and I can connect you with them. On the floor for the Saints, Ellie Monahan, Molly Wise, Peyton Johnson, Molly Roslanek, and her older sister Lena Roslanek, who's going to commit the foul there. So that's neat for Big Mike. He's down here at the scorer's table, as I'm now referring to it. Mom's over there. She's got her phone out. She's taking a picture. Lisa, one of the nicest people, she's over there taking a picture. I'm sure that's really neat for Mike and Lisa and the whole family, but that's real cool.
Lisa, the whole family is, Lisa does a lot of volunteering with Cindy.
Tons.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
So
as Schultz hits the first of two. Second one rims out, goes to Lena Roslanek, who's going to kick it to Molly Wise. Wise gets it over to Monahan, over to Johnson, who thinks about it, gets it over to Wise, top of the key. Monahan back to Johnson. Johnson's going to let it go, off the rim. Molly Roslanek attempted the rebound, can't get it. Denison controls the ball.
I think Peyton had 17 in the JV game.
17 in the JV game. Saints JV did come out on top, 46-41 in that JV matchup. Chandler kicks it back to Schultz. Schultz's three is no good. Rebound goes to Johnson. Johnson pushes the ball. She's getting it down to Monahan. Monahan takes it up for the layup. It's no good.
Just a bad
Lena
angle.
Roslanek's going to battle, and she's out of bounds. Good effort, just out of bounds. She battled with Schultz on that. Chandler brings the ball up the court.
Chandler, she's got a lot of hop. I just feel like
She's got a lot of bounce in her
Yeah,
step.
she does.
Schultz takes the shot. It's no good. Molly Roslanek down there.
Well, she's a who is it?
Oh, where'd the foul go on that? Molly Roslanek? Yes. No, Peyton Johnson, according to the scoreboard. All right. Did not see her in the mix there. I'm pretty sure that was on Molly, but that's okay. Denison retains possession.
They're trying to get it down low. They just can't. The Roslanik's eating up the paint there.
Good pick by Chandler. Three's no good. Rebound goes back to Denison. There's Schultz for three. I thought that was in. Oh. Tough foul there. Hard foul there.
They called jump ball there?
They called a jump ball on that?
Jump ball.
Okay, then. That looked like a hard foul to me.
Mans checks in for Lena.
Grace Mans in for Lena Roslanek. 1:14 to go here in this third quarter. Saints lead 48-20. Jesse, did you know?
Probably, yeah.
What our good friend Brent Moore, who neither of us actually know, Brent Moore, our BC Moore.
Oh,
we talk about him every week.
You're talking about the line here?
Yeah, what was the line?
34.
Close, but not really. 25 and a half.
25, really?
25 and a half. Saints still not covering. Did you see who got that last basket? I missed it. Good take by Schultz. She's kind of taken over here for Denison. She's got 8 on the night.
But yeah, she's got 8, but she's been the focal point for the last quarter.
Yeah,
Easy.
she's definitely giving it her all right now. Mans is going to go for 2. In
Nice-
and out.
nice board
Monahan
by
down there.
Monahan.
The tall girls are battling. No good on Mans.
Another jump ball.
Molly Roslanek ties it up.
Denison will gain possession.
Denison retains possession. That was Caitlin Brune.
Hendricks
battling down
checking in
below.
for Peyton Johnson.
So on the court, we've got juniors Hendricks and Mans, sophomore in Monahan, and then freshman Molly Roslanek, who committed the foul, and Molly Wise. We got the Mollies in. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Saints, and they're calling it the first on Molly Roslanek. I'm pretty sure it's the second, but potato at this point. 13.3 to go in the third. Free throws up and in for Lauren Bowker of Denison. She has 4 on the night. Second free throws up and off the back of the iron. No good. We're going to have another jump ball. That's Bowker and Monahan.
It's the 3rd and 3 possessions.
Yeah, this is like watching a first grade game.
With the jump balls, yeah.
We have 2 tomorrow. Do you?
No, we just got 1.
Lucky duck. 2 hours apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same place. And an indoor soccer game at the same time.
We're at Nelson Mandela School tomorrow.
I think we're at Our Lady Our Lords, maybe. A little bit of delay on the court here. Okay, well, we'll kill some time while the officials
Let's
talk.
see if they might be changing that other foul to Molly as well.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just asked me and I would have told them. So since everyone's curious where my first grade son's basketball games are, Holy Ghost Catholic School, 11:20 and 1:40 tomorrow, so that's awesome. 11:20 and 1:40. All right. Saints lead 51-23. 11.2 to go. I feel like they took a little time off there.
They did. There was 13.
I don't feel like those 2 seconds were that consequential. Regardless, here we go. Denison retains possession. 2's up. No good. We are going to have another jump ball. That's Grace Mans. Oh, a little
scuffle there.
No. Lauren Bowker grabbed her right shoulder there a little bit.
Oh.
Don't want to see anybody get hurt here. 3 from Wise, just misses the rim. she's got a pretty funny grin on her face there. Good attempt, way to get the ball down the court on short time. As the crowd really fills in. Very nice crowd here from Denison, but also
what's
the faithful filling in.
Alexis, what's the theme for tonight for the crowd? You have to speak up. What's that? Neon.
Beyond?
Neon.
Oh, neon. I was going to say, what does beyond mean?
Neon.
So a few other things going on here at St. Albert. The 42nd annual St. Albert Benefit Auction, April 22nd, 2023. If you haven't put that in your calendar, don't wait anymore. Get it done. April 22nd, so just 3 months and 2 days from right now. The theme this year is A Night on Broadway. Do you know if our wives have picked out our outfits yet?
No, do you?
I haven't heard anything.
No.
I'll find out on April 22nd.
What's the who's emceeing this year?
Not me. Are you interested?
Are we taking volunteers?
I don't think so.
No.
That's a night I kind of just prefer to
No, same.
blend into the fabric a little bit.
I've emceed a couple events that size. How many people does that usually draw?
Usually about 500 or so.
Okay, yeah, I did one for like 700 one time.
Holy cow.
It was fun.
Did you do it without any swear words?
No, it was it was when I was in the military. So
okay,
there were
so that
some
was
slips.
acceptable.
There was some not acceptable. There was just
Yeah, I think that's why, I don't think that I am the person for that job. I don't think I can drink alcohol. It's going to be an offensive foul on Evasek. She threw a bit of an elbow there. That's a good call by the official.
and stay behaved at the same time.
There's no way. There's just no way that I can stay with my behavior good.
It's
This is about as hard as
scripted,
it
though.
gets. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's easier than doing this. I think.
We've got about 7 pages of scripted information in front of us right now, and I only use about 10% of it.
True. Host family.
Good question. I don't think they've really said.
Okay.
Don't know. Carrie Ashley could tell us if she's listening at home. Feel free to hit the text line, 402-981-2630. Tickets to the auction will be on sale soon. More info to come through email and social media.
If you're listening and you've never gone, go.
Yeah.
It's an amazing time.
Give it a shot.
It's a great.
It's a worthy cause.
Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's a worthy cause, and it's a great time. You're not going to regret it. You're gonna wish there was more than one a year after you go for the first time.
My liver is appreciative of only one a year.
Yeah.
Great pass by Crone down to Avasek, who can't connect. Saints lead 51-23.
They can't be on back-to-back nights.
No.
Obviously.
I just don't bounce back the way I used to.
No.
Shout out to the Dolls, great St. Albert family. They help with the alcohol selection on the auction night, and it's always I've had a few conversations with them about what will be available this year. I don't think anyone will go home disappointed. I did ask them to leave the Cutwaters at home. That was not great for.
Those can be dangerous.
It was probably pretty good for the school. I bet the pocketbooks opened up.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. That's true.
Not great if you didn't know that they're 14% alcohol. There's gonna be a foul.
Why?
Schultz.
It's a 30-point game.
Schultz is gonna draw the foul on that. That's her 4th of the night, just the 4th on Denison in the second half. They've really cleaned up their foul situation in the second half here.
I think the refs are just trying to end the game. A little bit.
Yeah, we're not all that far from a running clock. Just a couple points. 51-23 Saints.
Staying on this
Plusman
side.
cannot draw the rim on that. Looks like we're going to have maybe the hip-hop from the dance team. And whoever texts us, I promise I will stop talking during that performance, during the boys' game. Also going to get into who's on the cheer squad during the boys' game as well, because we have a couple seniors that'll be celebrating senior night on the cheer squad as well. Somebody came off with a bit of blood.
It was Missy. Little scrape on her elbow, looks like.
Oh, okay. Nick Finken, 1997 graduate. Thank you to Jenny Ed Sports Medicine. Got a little bit more over there on the court. Must be got some blood dripping there.
It was an easy one.
Yep. So Nick Finken will clean that up. Missy will get that tended to, and you know, I'm not the coach, but I don't think I'd put her back in this game.
Let's say it was already getting a little chippy with her, it seemed like.
Round of applause for Mr. Finken. Well deserved. Well deserved.
You owe me a Coke.
Everyone at home's like, you should have jinxed him so he would shut up.
I wouldn't do everybody that favor.
Foul on the floor. Klussman's going to go to the line. Or excuse me, no, that's just the 5th foul, so that's on the floor. Landry Miller goes under the basket. She'll inbound. On the floor for the Saints, you've got Roslanek, Klussman, who the ball goes to, Caitlin Hendricks, Lena Roslanek, and Landry Miller. Klussman back to Crone. Down to Miller. Miller's had a great senior night. She's got 9, all on threes. Roslanik's got 7. Lily Crone has 9. Ella Klussman has 5, and Caitlin Hendricks has 1. That's our 5-point totals for the girls that are on the floor right now. Hendricks has the ball in the corner. She's going to drive. Kicks it back out to Klussman, who's going to let it go from 3. It's good. That's the 8th point for Klussman. St. Albert leads 54-23.
So many girls that can score on this team.
Just got to ride the hot hand. And I think what they do that's really impressive is they don't force it.
No.
There is no one on this team that's out to get theirs.
No.
And I think that's what makes this work for them, which has been a lot of fun to watch them play this year. I've really enjoyed announcing the girls' games, and we are going to do at least one more, and that'll be the AL game We just have to figure a few logistical things out.
We're getting a big north-south from the producer,
From our
so
producer.
sounds like a go.
She may be busy that day, but we are going to figure it out. That is next Saturday. It's an afternoon game, 4 p.m. So looks like probably going to have to hit Mass on Sunday morning, which I think my family's doing greeting anyway, so I was going to have to do that. So I might as well announce a game instead. Roslonic for 2. It's good.
Nice turnaround jumper.
She's got 9 on the night.
Going back.
Yeah.
Very unselfish. Very unselfish
Yeah.
team. Like,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to watch.
It's what makes this work, and I hope that Coach Wettengale spends time talking to his team about that, whether it's intentional or is not. It's who they are. It's what they've been about all year, and it's what's led to a very nice run that they've got going so far. And, you know, I think I'd be lying to everybody at home if I didn't admit that we all have some pretty decent expectations about postseason. It's going to depend on their draw as Klussman goes down. Chandler helps her up. That's great sportsmanship. Crone is going to find Klussman, who's going to let it go from 3. Hard off the back iron. Rebound goes to Chandler. Saints up by 33.
I would love a trip to Des Moines State basketball. That'd be fun.
I think I have to travel for work in March, so I need to map that out appropriately.
Sounds like you're going to be sick that week.
You know, I don't know the last time I actually took a sick day. I had COVID last year and worked through it, so not in the office. Full disclosure, from my basement, quarantined in my basement.
That's not.
Klussman's going to travel. 4:19 to go.
We got Wise, Hendricks, and Monahan checking in for Crone, Klussman, and Roslonic.
So
Look at that. I did that part for
That
you.
was good.
I'm getting better
You're
at
getting
this.
better. So to reset the floor, you've got the freshman Underwood, the sophomore Monahan, the freshman Wise, and the 2 juniors, Mans and Hendricks on the floor. For Denison, you've got Samantha Chandler, Maya Slater, who was fouled on the shot there, Chloe Mendenhall, a senior, Kiana Schultz, and I can't see the number of the person at the top of the key here. Can you see that?
Linen.
Claire Linen. Thank you, Jesse. Saints lead by 30, 56-26, 4:07 to go. Second free throw's up, and it's good. Nice free throw shooting there from Maya Slater, who's you know, she had a really kind of a challenging night. She's played great defense. She's got the 2 points to show for it. She's played really aggressive defense. And I think early on in the game,
Oh,
the
bank's
bank
open.
is finally open. It's our first one of the night. That's the freshman Molly Wise.
He's not afraid to shoot.
Not afraid to shoot. And thankfully, not afraid to shoot.
Yeah, no.
As you see, our 2 of our wonderful priests talking to each other in the gym. Father Chuck Cotis from St. Pete's.
That was a nice
Take by Schultz.
Yeah.
Father Chuck from St. Pete's. And Father Max Carson, Dowling graduate over at St. Pat's. Nice pass from Wise to Hendricks. You know what I'd like to see there?
A dunk. Hendricks go up and dunk it.
That would be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
Just go straight up with it.
Yeah.
She brought the ball down to her waist. Go straight up with it. You cannot waste a great pass like that. As more subs come in for St. Albert, let's see how good my memory is here.
Monahan coming off the floor. Wise coming off the floor. Mann's coming off the floor.
All right, so we've got Maddie Walter, sophomore. Peyton Johnson, sophomore. Caitlin Hendricks, a junior, shooting the free throws. Kristen Piskorski,
Yep.
maybe?
Mhm.
And Ava Underwood, the freshman, also in.
5 for 5, Chad.
Yes.
Nice job.
Underwood fighting for the ball. She's going to get it over to Piskorski, who lets it go. It hits the front of the rim. Chandler's off and running.
See if Johnson can catch her.
Your favorite Monarch, and it's up and good.
See? She probably could have dunked that.
I would like to see it. Walter brings the ball down the court, gets it over to Underwood. Over to Johnson. Johnson thinks about it, kicks it back to Walter, over to Underwood, who's going to find Caitlin Hendricks under the hoop.
She looks like she was tripped.
Little bit of a stumble. Rebound goes to Chloe Mendenhall of Denison.
Peyton Johnson gets her hand in there.
Her first foul, and in
No,
comes
no, no. Jump ball there.
Oh, jump ball. Okay.
Yeah.
Molly Roslanek, the freshman, comes in for Hendricks. Hendricks' night is over, probably. She finished with 3, I believe.
So you got 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen on the floor.
Yep. Foul's going to be called on.
Peyton Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Peyton Johnson.
Her mom usually listens. I don't know if she's here tonight.
I think she was working in the concession stand.
Okay.
Maybe. Roslanek with the rebound. Again, keep that ball up high. You know, good, strong rebound.
Well, 23 was the girl on her, Slater. She's not,
strong.
Yeah, she's not just going to let you.
She's played great defense tonight.
Yeah. She's going to make it hard on you every time.
Chandler's going to bring the ball down the court. Nice move. Oh,
Bigness.
that shot was Quinlan Bigness.
Mendenhall with the
Mendenhall
take.
with the dribble penetration. Rebound to Ava Underwood, who's in the corner. Tough spot to be. She's looking for some help. Maddie Walters there. 2 minutes to go here in the game. Saints have this one under control, 59-31. Walter over to Johnson. Johnson kicks it cross court to Underwood, who's going to let it go. Draws the back of the irons. No good. Rebound goes to Slater.
These are big minutes. Like, we talk about it all the time, but freshmen playing varsity minutes like this,
Yeah,
it's going to help the Saints so much in the future.
I agree.
Future this year, next year, I mean, it's just going to pay off.
Mendenhall goes down the lane, kicks it back out. Chandler with the ball. She's going to go up hard. She's going to be fouled.
Looks like Molly.
Yes.
Yep, 54.
Molly Roslanek. And that is the 10th team foul on the Saints. So Chandler was shooting 2 regardless. That's the 2nd foul on Roslanek. Chandler misses the front end.
Programming, Chad,
Yeah,
rest of the night.
yeah.
Between the games, we'll probably go off for about 10 minutes, come
Yeah.
back on.
Yeah, I think so. Chandler banks the second one in. Bank is still open in case you need to make a deposit.
Or withdraw.
Or a withdrawal. It's not like it's FTX, so you can actually make a withdrawal at most banks these days. Yeah, I think we're going to take some time off during the boys' game, or before the boys' game.
Nice
As
pass
Underwood
by
goes
Molly
up.
Roslanek.
Underwood goes up and gets the 2. She has 4 on the night. That was a great pass by Molly Roslanek.
I don't know what they're doing here.
The clock is
The
running.
clock is running.
That's all right. I love the creativity. So we're going to take a little bit of time off in between the games. We will be here for senior night presentations whenever those happen. And then we'll jump right into that varsity boys matchup between Denison and St. Albert. Chandler with the rebound on the backside. She gets the 2. It's up and in. She's got 7 on the night.
Nice little player. Nice little floater there.
Just a sophomore. So we'll see her again. Walter over to Underwood, who's going to find Molly Roslanek, who great pass to Kristen Piskorski.
And Piskorski moving along the baseline. I mean, yeah.
Moving without Coach Mish saying, hey, guys, pick up the ball. The clock's running. Again, I love the creativity.
Didn't James Harden do that?
These are good minutes for everybody. So Molly Roslanek beats the buzzer. The Saints are going to win 65-34.
I think that's her first varsity points.
I would think so. So here on senior night, Landry Miller, Lena Roslanek, they have a couple games at home still, but a great way to honor them.
Nice job, ladies.
And thank them for everything that they've done for not just St. Albert basketball, but St. Albert sports in general and the St. Albert community. 2 class act ladies, and we've been very blessed to have them here.
Let's stay on for a couple minutes just to make sure we don't miss the scene.
What did we do during the last game? I feel like we missed something because we were like, oh, we're going to be back in 10 minutes. And then whatever it was happened like right after. So if it's anything like the girls' game, we'll jump right into senior night. And I don't see Colin Lilly out here, who's our lone St. Albert senior on the boys' side of things. So I guess while we wait,
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the cheer team that you see on your screen. They're coached by Lisa Dunning and Teresa McBride, two wonderful women who committed a lot of time to St. Albert. Their kids have since graduated, but they came back. Uh, the cheer squad, Plum Bergenhamke, Kennedy Schultz, Sophie Sheffield, Araya Shaw Caldwell, Danny Head, Dakota Pearson, Aubrey Brandu, Paige Sunberg, Olivia Gardner, Elise Wolford, and Grace Julian. Our seniors on the cheer squad, Grace Julian, who we'll talk about here in a minute, and Brianna Kiley. Oh, wait, I missed a couple. That's right, there's a second page. But wait, there's more. Caroline Peterson, Bree Kiley, and Caroline Ramirez. As we see the lone St. Albert senior boys basketball player, Colin Lilly, who's had just a great St. Albert athletic career. He's lining up with his folks right now. St. Albert head coach Larry Peterson gives the go-ahead and says, hey, we're ready to go. Let's do this. We got a team to warm up. But Colin Lilly, just a little bit about it. Oh, we'll talk about his achievements in a minute.
First of all, we'd like to recognize senior Colin Lilly.
So Colin Lilly, the lone senior.
Colin has participated in cross country, basketball, track, and student council. He plans to attend the University of Northern Iowa to run cross country and track. He will be majoring in education. The senior cheerleaders is Grace Julian.
So we are going to talk about cheerleaders.
And the late John Julian. Grace has been a cheerleader for 3 years. Her future plans include attending Iowa Western Community College, where she plans to participate in Reader cheerleading. Her major is undecided.
So that was Grace Julian, and we're going to give you a recap as soon as this is done, in case you can't hear.
Jeff and Susan Kiley. Bree has been a cheerleader for 4 years.
And this is Bree Kiley.
Future plans including attending Hawaii Pacific University, where she plans to participate in sharp cheerleading. Her major will be nursing.
Dude, I want to go to Hawaii Pacific
Yeah,
University.
same.
That sounds awesome.
Same. That'll get you through this winter.
So those are our seniors. You see the cheerleaders are greeted by their coaches.
And who's there taking pictures?
Mr. Eubanks.
Yeah, he's a staple.
That's St. Albert High School principal. So let's go in reverse order. Bree Kiley, Brianna Kiley. She's the daughter of Jeff and Susan Kiley. She was on the cheer squad for 4 years. She played volleyball for 3 years and 2 years of tennis. She's an NHS and on the student council. She plans to go to Iowa Western to study nursing and also cheer. Grace Julian is the daughter of the late Joe and Penny Julian. She was escorted out here by her mom and her older brother, Quentin Julian. Nice moment there for the family. She was on the cheer squad for 3 years. She played tennis and has also been on the bowling team for 4 years. She participates also in choir. Oh, not going to interrupt Father Max. Here's going to do a quick prayer.
We give you thanks and praise for the lives of Bree, Grace, and Colin who stand here before us. And as honor is given to their names on this night of senior night, that their lives may give you honor every step of the way. That every new step that they take, you may be glorified and honored
So Grace Julian, we talked a little bit about her. She's also in choir, sound stations, excuse me, the musical, and the play. She plans to attend Hawaii Pacific University. I think that's what I
That
heard.
was Bree.
Was that Bree?
That was
Oh,
Bree.
okay, I had it backwards. Grace is going to Iowa Western to study nursing and play and do cheer. Bree is going to go to Hawaii Pacific University, which sounds amazing right now, and study nursing as well. Apologize about the background music there. Had a little bit of talking during the prayer. No, it is what it is. Let's talk about Colin Lilly,
Let's do
the
it.
lone senior on the boys basketball team. Colin, from a basketball perspective, is averaging 16.4 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, and 3.1 assists. He leads the team in all of those categories. Colin is also maybe better known for his track and cross country achievements. This last year, he placed 7th individually. He's been a staple on both of those teams since he was a freshman. I don't think I'm selling it short to say that running is kind of the Lilly family's thing. They're pretty dang good at it.
Have you been to one of the cross country meets or the track meets where he runs?
No.
He works so hard. It's crazy.
It's
so impressive.
I'll never forget the first time I ever saw Jimmy. So let's go back to that. Colin is the son of Jimmy and Laura Smitty. He's going to UNI to run track and run cross country. He's played basketball for 4 years, track, cross country as well. He was also on student council. He plans to major in education at UNI. Quick story about Jimmy. The first time I ever saw him, met him, whatever, I was dropping my kids off at daycare. And here's this guy. Jimmy's not a big dude. Not a big dude at all.
No.
He's sprinting up the St. Albert Hill with 2 kids in a stroller. I almost passed out watching it. But that's just, he's intense.
Yeah.
He's an intense guy.
I mean, you wait for the golf cart to take you up the hill in a football
100%. I get winded walking up from the football field, and he's like sprinting up the hill with the stroller with kids in it. Just remarkable. The Smitties are great with their time with track and cross country in St. Albert. And Colin has just been a great leader for the school in general, a good kid, a great athlete.
Jimmy and Laura
are great.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of their middle school son is, but Evan.
Yeah, Evan.
Thanks to our producer, but he's like one of the best runners in the country at his age group, which is just remarkable. I think tell me if this story is true. Evan used to run in the cross-country meets when he wasn't old enough to actually run in them. He would just run in it for fun.
I think the middle school.
Was it middle school?
Yeah.
And he would win, and after a while, they banned him from running in those
something like
cross-country events. I had heard that.
I think he practiced. So my daughter does middle school cross-country. Kinley, shout out to Kinley.
Shout out, Bean.
But I think he practices with the high schoolers. Evan does.
That's remarkable.
All right, do you want to cut it off for a few minutes? And
yeah, we have 12 minutes here. I would love to, though, during the boys' game, a little bit of teaser for the crowd. My favorite Christmas movie of all time. We're going to spend some time talking about it here during the boys' game. I know it's not very exciting, but I'm amped up to talk about it. So tune in.
I'm going to ridicule you because I know which movie it is. We'll save that.
We'll save it for later. That. The Denison people are probably like, "Oh, come on, man!"
Where's that Denison broadcast? Can I listen to that?
They probably are. I can't wait to talk about it. We'll be back. There's 11:30 to go here before the game starts. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks. Welcome back. We are just about 45 seconds from starting lineups. And then we will get rolling from there. Starting for the Falcons tonight, it's going to be our usual starting lineup, or what we've been accustomed to here in the last couple of weeks. Luke Wettengale, a junior. Our lone senior, Colin Lilly. Sophomore, Jeremiah Sherrill. Freshman, Nick Ballinger. And junior, Jackson Lennon. For Denison, they've got Luke Wiebers, Jake Fink, Jackson Wessel, Carson Sootjuns, and Lance Arkfeld. Denison's coached, let's see here, I want to make sure I get this correct, by Derek Fink. He's assisted by Eric Jones and Spencer Pauley. St. Albert coaches are Larry Peterson, Kevin White, Alex Martinez coaches the freshmen. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you wanting to spend your Friday night with us.
Where else would you rather be?
I could go for a beer right now, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, we were talking about it, Hawaii Atlantic.
And
Maybe there.
I'd go to
You
Hawaii.
could still listen to us from there, though.
That would be awesome. Remember when we went to Jamaica and we watched, was that the state playoff game? I think they were in the Dome. We watched it from the beach in Jamaica. Yeah.
Was it Lewis Central, though?
No.
Oh, that was 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. I could go for watching St. Albert sports on the beach.
In Jamaica, I'm on. Neon Night, huh?
Neon night. Very colorful from the student section.
Who organizes that, Alexis?
I think there's like a Twitter account.
Oh, she talks!
She talks. Oh my goodness.
I didn't think she talked.
That was fantastic. She fell into that trap. That was awesome. There's a Twitter account?
Yep.
Yes. Twice.
Nice. It's
Again,
well orchestrated, like every game.
It is very well
yeah.
organized, much like our broadcast with Alexis, our producer.
Yeah.
That angelic voice was Alexis Narmi, St. Albert Jr. Jake Fink. So they're announcing Denison starters.
I know a guy named Jake Fink. He's an electrician. It's funny. Jake, if you're listening,
Dude, check out this guy's flow.
I like it.
That was fantastic. That's awesome hair right there.
That's what my hair looks like. I just wear a hat all the time.
Yeah, before you shaved it. That hair is worth the price of admission alone. This is going to be awesome. So let's talk about Denison for a second. Long and the short of it, they're pretty good. 8-2 on the year, 6-1 in the Hawk 10. Lone Hawk 10 loss came to Kemper Catholic. They're 4-1 in their last 5, led by, as I flip the pages on my notes,
Senior
Carson
Carson
Soonjins.
Soonjins.
18.1 a game, 3 assists. Junior Luke Wiebers is contributing 13.3 a game, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And Lance Arkfeld, 8.2 a game, 5 rebounds a game. Their next game is Tuesday at Harlan. Their last game, as we said earlier, was against Lewis Central. They sent the Titans. Oh, this is a great pregame celebration.
Soonjins, he's the guy with the hair, Chad.
He is the
I'm gonna
dude
be
with
calling
the hair.
his name a lot.
That's man, I'm jealous of that as my hair continues to fall out. That's awesome. So for the tip, we are going to have Luke Wettengale, and he is going to jump against Lance Arkfeld, who is on the sheet as 6'8". That's a full-figure dude right there.
He looks every bit of 6'8".
Goodness gracious.
Full figured. That's pretty accurate.
Arkfeld controls the tip. Soonjins brings it down. Fink with the ball. He's going to go to the rim. He's going to be fouled. That's going to be on Jeremiah Sherrill, his first of the game. 12 seconds into the game, and Fink goes to the line for 2.
He was quick.
Very quick. Jesse, obviously, Falcons 2-12 on the year, 1-5 in Hawk 10. Denison's
Uphill battle tonight, huh?
What do they got to? What's St. Albert got to do to stay in this game?
I mean, they got it. I mean, without seeing Denison play very much, it looks like they got a guy that can penetrate. You got to stay in front of him, and you got to make some shots. Take good shots and make them. I mean, it sounds pretty simple, but shot selection hasn't always been the greatest for the Falcons.
As Coach Peterson shouts instructions to Colin Lilly. Ball goes down to Lennon in the post. He's going to kick it out to Wettengale.
Like right there, I love that shot, wide open. They work their offense.
Lennon's going to go down with an ankle. He's going to
He's
fight his
grabbing
way up.
Shin.
That's I think that might be the same ankle he hurt a couple of weeks ago. And Coach Peterson's going to go to the bench. That's going to be Owen Wise coming in. And I apologize to our folks in Denison. I don't want to ruin Carson's last name by mispronouncing it. So I think I'm probably just going to say Carson. I talked to the radio guys. They coached me a little bit on that. And I just don't want to sound like any more of an idiot than I normally do. Carson, he gets the and one. So he's going to go to the line for one. That foul is going to be on Owen Wise, just fresh in the game. First of the game for Owen Wise. Second team foul on the Falcons. Free throws missed. Wise brings the ball up the court. Kind of interesting with Wise bringing the ball up the court. Usually it's Lilly doing that. Lilly with the ball right now. Off to Ballinger. He's going to let the three go. Off the rim. Rebound goes to Arkfeld, and the Monarchs are on the run. Three's no good. Rebound goes to Weavers. Pass is going to go out of bounds off Fink. St. Albert retains possession. Owen Wise kicks it back to Ballinger. Over to Sherrill. Down to Wettengale. Lilly with the ball in his hands. He's going to drive to the hoop. It's no good.
Got to make those in the paint tonight if we're going to keep up.
Rebound goes to Jake Fink. Strong take. That's Luke Weavers. Denison up 7-0.
They're everyone on their varsity roster is an upperclassman.
Very impressive.
Tell you a little bit about them.
Gonna imagine they've been playing together for more than a minute. Lilly looking for something to do with the ball. It's gonna be knocked away by Weavers. Here comes Denison. Scott Carson back to Arkfeld. It's good.
They're in win mode. They're not trying to get underclassmen minutes. They're not trying to do anything. They're trying to win. That's why you got nothing but upperclassmen on the roster here.
Shout out to good friend Jeff Hubbard.
Oh, Jeff.
Tuning in from one of his many homes, whether it be Harlan or Mason City or
Council Bluffs.
yeah, it could be. I don't know where he's at right now. Is it Marshalltown that he lives in? I think it's Marshalltown. Yeah. No disrespect to Mason City or Marshalltown. My apologies.
What's Jeff have to say? Just telling us we're doing a great job?
He said that this broadcast deserves an audience, so he's sitting at home by himself.
Well,
I think he said he was going to Okoboji or something else. So
well, Jeff, we're
thanks for tuning in,
thrilled
Jeff.
to have you.
Hope to see you at Cards again next month.
Uno.
Connect 4. Falcons will stay the same on the floor. Same 5. Same 5 for Denison as well. Wettengale with the ball at the top of the key. Off to Lilly, sets a pick. Lilly finds Wise. Good defense. Good defense by Denison here.
Well, they're calling a foul
That's
on Fink.
That's a foul, huh? Okay. Cheryl's going to come in. Cheryl's going to come in for Wise.
Or we got 6 on the court right now.
Or we're going to play with 6. Did someone predict this in the comments today? I think our good friend Kyle Schreiber, who's definitely not listening, he made a joke about us saying that you were going to go into a 1-2-3 defense, which would be 6 on the court.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good joke for Kyle, if I may say so.
He's not good at math, so it might not have been a joke.
He's a pretty good basketball player, though. I think
Yeah.
he knows what he's talking about there.
Yeah, he played on some good teams. He was good though too.
Couple
I
of key threes at the barn back in the day when they played state
Yes,
championship.
he did.
St. Albert cannot buy a bucket right now.
I like the intensity they're playing with.
Yeah, I would agree. Fink with the ball. Kicks it back out. That's Weavers. He's going to find Carson in the corner. Carson's going to get it off to Jackson Wessel. And Wessel's going to get 3 free throws.
No.
No?
Offensive foul.
Okie dokie.
Legal screen.
In for the Monarchs. You've got Lucas Segabart and Gavin Hippner.
Coming off the floor is Jake Fink and the big guy, Lance Arkfeld.
Lily with the ball, looking for something to do.
They work their tails off on the offensive side, talking about the Falcons. They never get anything easy.
No.
Everything's
No.
hard.
Good defense. Nice defense by Ballinger there. He's going to strip the ball away from Hippner.
Am I wrong though?
No.
Like everything it's a 3 or it's a contested shot. It doesn't seem like we ever get anything easy down the line.
Hippner's a big dude too. He's 6'5". Like a legit 6'5". Carson's going to be fouled.
It's going to be another one on Cheryl.
That's on Cheryl. That's going to be his second. The 3rd team foul on the Falcons.
Gonna get some offense going here.
Yep. So Denison leads 9-0. 4:27 in.
Chad, did you dig anything else up on Denison on your thorough research?
I did actually. So did you know that their water tower, according to Google, and Google has failed us before, so before the mob comes for me, I saw this on Wikipedia, that their water tower says it's a wonderful life. Do you know why it says that?
Oh, gosh.
I went down a wormhole after this.
Because of the movie, which is my 10th favorite Christmas movie.
My #1 Christmas movie of all time. It is the best. Alexis, have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life?
I couldn't hear you. Okay, repeat the question.
Have you ever seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life?
I think I have, maybe.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal.
Black and white?
It is black and white,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So the mother,
So Chad says that's his favorite Christmas movie.
it's
Is
awesome.
it a Christmas movie?
It absolutely is a Christmas movie. It's a story about redemption.
Deep 3 by
Colin
Colin
Lilly
Lilly.
gets the Falcons on the board. It's 11-3. So Mary Bailey she's George Bailey's wife. She's from Denison. The actress, not Mary, the actress whose name is Donna Reed. Her original name, I think, before she went to a Hollywood name, was Donna Mullinger,
Probably.
something like that.
Mullinger. Yeah.
So Donna Reed, she's from Denison. I'm sure there are a lot of really cool people from Denison, but for me, as a huge fan of It's a Wonderful Life, and really what that movie's all about and the story behind it, and for me, that was like the coolest thing. She had a wonderful career.
She had a wonderful life.
She had a wonderful life. Yeah.
Nice putback by Lily. Nice putback.
She won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress from being in the movie From Here to Eternity. Haven't seen that. She worked in TV quite a bit. She was
about
on the
as good.
TV show Dallas.
Dallas?
Yep.
Oh, they're going to lose this weekend.
We'll get into the NFL at halftime. Colin Lilly's going to get fouled. So anyways, super long story short, Donna Reed, Denison native, probably the pride of Denison as Noah Narmi checks in. The freshman, he's going to come in for Jackson Lennon. Okay. I love It's a Wonderful Life. I think I'm going to love it even more now that I know that the wife of George Bailey, Mary Bailey, is from Denison. So
That's pretty cool. But, I mean, like I said, it's way down the list on Christmas movies for me.
my wife, not a big fan of It's a Wonderful Life. I usually end up watching it by myself. So that's okay.
I like the Home Alones.
Elf. I'm home alone out with my kids, man. They watch that stuff nonstop.
The new one, the Christmas Chronicles, those are good ones.
Elf isn't bad.
Elf's amazing.
Arkfeld just hanging in there strong.
Die Hard.
The second best Christmas movie. I really just say that
Almost slipped
to
up.
really, it angers people to call that a Christmas movie. But Ballinger looking to do something with the ball. He is not going to take it to Arkfeld there. Lilly for 3, deep, no good. Arkfeld with the rebound.
Narmi.
Noah Narmi's not afraid. He's going to make
No.
the most out of these minutes. Arkfeld with the ball down low. He's going to take it up, and it's good.
Narmi, he's like a perfect replacement for Jackson.
He's very intense.
Yeah, just comes in. He's going to give you everything for as long as he's on the court, it seems like.
Very, very intense. Thought about the three. Traveled.
It's all right. I like the aggressiveness.
So we've got, let's see here. That's Owen Wise coming in for Ballinger and Lennon coming in for Wettengale. You know, and that's the interesting thing about Denison. They're a tall team.
They're huge.
They're a huge team.
Well, I mean, they got a 6'8" guy, 6'5", 6'4".
Ricardo Casillas just came in. Look at that dude. Like he has not missed a day in the gym.
No.
You know, I mean, they're I would say height-wise, size-wise, it's not surprising to me that they beat LC by what they did on Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say their physicality, they remind me of a Lewis Central basketball team that we saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Probably more intense on the defensive side of the ball, if I'm being honest. Lilly with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Carson. Lilly's going to take it off the back of the rim. Narmi's mixing it up down in the middle. Can't come up with the rebound. Here comes Denison. That's Weavers. That's going to be a blocking foul on Jackson Lennon. Weavers, that is the 4th on St. Albert. Weavers will go to the line.
That is Jackson Lennon's specialty, taking a charge.
It really is.
It looked like a charge to
me.
me.
It really is. He brings a lot of intensity to this team, but he also loves to take charges. He gets quite excited. Carson's going to take a seat. In for him is Jackson Wessel.
Colin Lilly heads to the backcourt to hide in the corner like he does every game.
Always. That did not get past Jake Fink, who asked Wessel to go down and guard Lilly in the corner. Narmi with the ball up to Wise. Gets it over to Lennon.
Lennon hands off to Wise. Back to Lennon.
It's no good. Narmi up with the rebound. Oh,
I don't mind that shot.
Goes to Weavers.
He ran. That shot was within their offense. I like to see that. Nice.
Casillas with the ball down low. It's going to be blocked by Owen Marshall. I didn't see Owen Marshall check into the game. Over to Wise. He's wide open for 3. Takes a second. Thinks about it. It's no good. Noah Narmi declares that he was fouled. And that will be the 2nd foul on Luke Weavers. Lennon's going to pass the ball in from the baseline towards the near corner.
2 fouls on Weavers.
Wise is going to drive to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled by Fink.
That's 2 fouls on Fink, too.
And that is the 5th team foul on Denison. So you've got Weavers and Fink with 2 apiece.
Weavers is their 2nd leading scorer with 13 points a game.
Nice. Jackson Wessel has the other foul for Denison. Denison leads 18-5, 26.1 to go here in the first. Lennon again inbounding the ball. He gets it out to Narmi. Narmi looking for something to do with it. Gets it to Marshall. Back to Wise.
Lennon trying to hand it off to Lilly, almost gets it stolen.
Wessel.
Oh my gosh.
Wessel really making Lilly work to get open there.
That's going to stay on this side. What?
Shout out St. Albert, new St. Albert football coach Donnie Woods watching from home with the kids. Sent me a video. Haven't watched it yet. It's of his kids, I think, watching the game. His little daughter, Millie. Casillas is going to be fouled down low. That's going to be the Falcons' 5th team foul.
On 24, Narmi.
Noah Narmi with his 1st foul. Narmi getting some good minutes. He started earlier this week, his first game. He's just a freshman.
Got a half a second left in the first quarter.
Yep. And the 2nd free throw is good for Casillas. Sound defense here. The shot is too late for Lilly. Close. Almost hit 5th grade teacher Mrs. Marshall with the ball there. So Denison's up 20-5
All 5 Falcon points are
from
the
Colin
senior.
Lilly, senior night. Denison is as advertised, I would say. You've got Arkfeld with 6. Carson St. June's. Gosh, I hope I'm not just butchering
Carson.
that. Carson has 4. I just feel terrible.
Hipner's got
Hipner's got 2. Casillas has 2. Yeah, so Denison's, the points are being spread about. They're big, they're tall, they're athletic.
They play a lot of guys too.
Yeah,
I mean they're already deep in.
You're
their
right.
bench.
It's not like 5 or 6. They're probably 7 or 8 or so into this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, but like we said earlier, they're not pulling freshmen off the bench. They're all juniors and seniors. So why not?
Impressive team. We have 3 quarters ahead of us. Can the Falcons put something together to give them a little bit of run for their money?
I mean, Falcons played with them. They had probably 4 buckets go in and out, but every shot they take, everything seems hard. You know what I mean? They're not getting easy looks at the basket, very rarely. And if they do, it's a 3-pointer. You know, which is inherently not easy.
Right.
So
we'll reset the floor for you. Nick Ballinger, Colin Lilly, Luke Wettengale, Jackson Lennon, and Jeremiah Sherrill. On the floor for Denison, we've got Carson, Arkfeld. Trying to see numbers, I apologize. Hipner.
there you go.
That shot
Luke
goes down
Wettengale.
for Luke Wettengale.
Second Falcon on the board in the scoring column tonight.
Got Jackson Wessel, I believe. Nope. Yes, Jackson Wessel. And I'm missing one.
There you go, Falcons.
Hipner. I had him. Hipner with the ball to Arkfeld.
I like this.
Kicks it back to
The defensive intensity that we're seeing right now, it's not something that we see every second of a Falcons.
I would agree. There's Carson. He's up to 7. You know, he's averaging 18. He's got 11 to go. From what I've seen from him so far, I think he can get there. Lennon with the ball to Wettengale. Good, strong defense by Denison there. Ballinger's going to go for that, and it's good. He's on the board.
If the Falcons can get going from the 3,
Falcons down 25 to
this a
11.
game. There you go, Sherrill. Sherrill steps in front of a pass intended for Carson. Takes it in for an easy bucket.
You know what I was just about to say? What I don't want St. Albert to do is just start chucking 3s.
Right.
When they do that, the lead just grows for the other team. But if they're getting good looks, take the shot, that's how they're going to climb back in this game.
Well, when they start doing that, they're playing defense for 70% of the game.
Lennon creates the turnover.
Ooh.
He's going to toss the ball out. Lilly helps him up and heads up to the band, 6 rows deep.
Nobody wants to get the ball.
Nope. He's like, I can't put this trombone down. My parents are paying for it. And here we go.
Here we go.
You ever had to pay for a musical instrument?
No,
Holy buckets.
no, not yet.
Holy buckets, man.
I feel like Jed will want to play something really loud and obnoxious.
I feel like they're all really loud and obnoxious, if I'm being honest. My daughter plays the saxophone, so she can be like Lisa Simpson.
Wettengale with a strong take.
No good. Here comes Denison. Wessel with the ball. Kicks it back to Head. Over to Carson. Just short. Good, strong rebound by Wessel. Up and no good. Gets his own rebound. That's Hipner. Denison up by 14. Ballinger guarded by Carson.
Jeez.
Ballinger's going to take it to the rack. He's going to be fouled.
I mean, Ballinger gets by Arkfeld there. He's like, okay, I'm back. I'm past the 6'8" guy. And then who steps in front of him?
Hipner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 6'5" guy.
Yeah. So, more power to you there, Mr. Ballinger.
First one's up and good for Ballinger. Thanks to Armor Insurance for their sponsorship of programming on StAlbertSportsFan.com. Jay and Mary Sims, wonderful people. locations in Atlantic, Council Bluffs, and Griswold.
Mary's usually on the text line.
You know what? I haven't heard from her in a while. Don't know what's up with that. I must be doing a decent job.
It's
Denison
not always
pushing the
negative
tempo.
from Mary. Not always.
Not always.
A lot of times.
Not for you.
A lot of times.
Not for you. Foul's going to be on Owen Wise, the sophomore. 6th-team foul on the Falcons.
That's Gage Head for 3.
No good.
Missed everything.
Rebound by Wettengale. Here comes Colin Lilly. He's going to pull up a 3. Oh, not going to pull up a 3. Wettengale thinks about it. Gets it off to Lilly. Great defense by Jackson Wessel to really blanket Lilly.
Falcons keeping it close. I like their intensity. I like everything they're doing right now.
7th-team foul on Denison. The 2nd foul on Jackson Wessel.
We got Luke Weber's on the floor still. He's got 2 fouls.
Jake Fink about to check in.
And Wessel's got 2 fouls as well now. They're going to pull Wessel out, bring Jake Fink in.
He's also got 2 fouls.
Yeah.
You know, with the 13-point lead, though, I would imagine they're not as concerned about foul trouble at this juncture in the game.
I don't think they're happy right now.
Probably not. Do you know what the prediction was from our good friend Brent Moore?
Oh, so they beat Lewis Central
Pretty handily.
12 points. Okay, so that's not my guess.
Okay.
They beat Lewis Central by 12, right? 70 to 58. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. 34.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
All right. I read your notes, but I didn't.
Well, at least somebody does. I need to put that in bold and underline it next time. I couldn't find it on my sheet. 34 from Brent Moore.
Man, Jesse, you're good. Thanks, guys.
Ballinger hits the first of 2.
Hey, I did find an interesting nugget
Okay.
in my
Fun
Denison
fact?
research. Fun. I mean, really fun for me.
Okay.
Denison. You know where it gets its namesake from?
So I do know this because I too researched the city of Denison today.
Mm-hmm.
They were founded by a gentleman that was sent west named Jesse Denison.
Oh, sounds like a great guy.
And your namesake
And
is what I'm going
And he
with.
spelled it correctly too.
I'm going to just start telling people that you were named after the guy
The founder of Denison.
Denison was named after.
Yeah.
Jesse Denison.
My grandma tells me it's like the Jesse tree.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like the Joshua tree, but
Yeah.
of Jesse's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good steal there by Ballinger. He's going to take it. It's good. Falcons
10
trail
points.
by 10, 27-17, 4:06 to go in the half. The next foul for either team, there will be free throws. Falcons have 16 fouls. Denison has 8. Carson with the ball, looking for something to do with it. He's going to drive straight to the hole.
That's a charge.
And that is a blocking
What?
foul. The man in stripes says you're incorrect, Jesse. That was a blocking foul on Lennon, and I believe that's his 3rd. He is going to have to sit. Nope, 2nd.
He gave him a full shoulder.
A lot of head of steam
Yeah.
is what Jim Nance would say, I believe. Head of steam. First free throw's up and good.
Have I mentioned how much I love his hair?
It's pretty awesome. Probably the best thing I've seen on the boys' side of Hawk 10 this year.
Yeah. I think the kids call it, cabbage or lettuce?
Lettuce.
Lettuce, cabbage. Cabbage is good.
Cabbage is the worst vegetable probably of all
Come
time.
on.
Ballinger misses the layup. Here comes Carson.
Even on March 17th?
The only day of the year I'll eat it.
Really?
Not even kidding. Disgusting.
It will smell up the house when you cook it, but throw some butter and salt on that.
Good recovery by Fink. Hipner. He's up to 6 on the night. You've got Arkfeld with 6 and Carson with 8. Weber's with 3. Lilly with the ball.
Got Wise open in the corner. Nice hands by Wettengale.
It's a tough ask there with Arkfeld right on top of him. He's going to find Ballinger. It's going to be a travel. He had Carson in front of him. He was trying to size him up and figure out how he's going to beat him to the baseline. Turnover, Falcons down by 13 with 3:02 to go.
They need to stop here. They need to stay engaged in this game, because that's what happens sometimes. They just get a little disengaged, and they only want to play offense. So see if they can stay engaged on defense and keep this game close going into the half.
Arkfeld with the ball down low. He's going to be fouled by Wettengale.
Okay, that's the first on Wettengale.
First on Wettengale. For the Falcons, Ballinger has 7. Lilly has 5. Wettengale has 3. Checking in for Denison is Ricardo Casillas. I'm going to assume
coming in.
He's going to be coming in for Arkfeld. So on a make, he'll come in. Really nice crowd.
Yeah.
Really nice crowd.
We've gotten lucky this year with our Friday night games.
Big crowd from Denison down. Good crowd from St. Albert here. A lot of students.
As the dance team heads to the back room to get ready for their performance, which we will not be doing a play-by-play for.
I will sit that one out this time. Either hip-hop or jazz, that's my bet.
Yeah, I think they got their jazz costumes on. Is it a costume?
Sure.
Outfit?
No, it's a costume. The invoice I get from Carrie's Dance Studio says costume.
Okay.
So I'm going with that. Wettengale's going to go to the line.
Lennon's still holding on to the basketball. I'm confused as to why. I don't think he realized he had it either.
I don't think anyone knows what's going on, if I'm being honest. Is there a timeout?
Yeah, what is going on? An injured player for Denison.
Oh, okay. Yep, I see it. Okay. That's Hipner. He's
got one to the mouth.
He's got a little bit of a bloody nose going on over there. So luckily nothing serious. Hipner's sitting down at the end of the bench getting some attention from Jenny Ed Sports Medicine, Nick Finken. And that's the other nice thing. Nick spends all of his time with the St. Albert team, but regardless of what happens if there's an injury from a visiting player, Nick's here to help should they need it.
He does not discriminate.
No, he's a great guy.
97?
97.
97 grad?
1997 graduate. We would have been in 8th grade?
No.
Yeah.
Like 6th.
No. We graduated in 2002.
Yeah.
That would be 8th grade. We were freshmen in 98.
And an older brother that graduated.
7th or 8th, somewhere in there.
He had a younger brother that graduated, my older brother, in 99.
Big Mike Roslaniak cleaning up some blood in the lane. Again, back to the Roslaniaks, always willing to volunteer, get their hands dirty. He put a glove on when Missy Evasek got hurt down there.
I think
no
it was
glove.
Nick. I think it was Nick that did that one.
Yeah, Nick had no glove on. So, hey, while we do this, you want to talk about some football?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what do we got?
We're going to pick. We're going to pick.
So last week,
yes.
I don't remember.
I
think you were wrong a couple games.
I missed on the Chargers and I missed on the Bucks.
Bucks, yep. Okay.
I hit everything else, including my Giants pick, of which you doubted.
No, that was the one.
You said you could see the Vikings.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I did not like the Tampa Bay pick. But
Chiefs or Jags?
Chiefs or Jags? I mean, Chiefs. Easy. Just to win? Yeah.
I would love to see the Jags.
I would.
But I don't bet with my heart anymore. I bet with my brain responsibly.
I want the Niners to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's who I want.
Wettengale misses the first of 2 there. I just want a good game. Honestly, this thing could get real ugly. Chiefs are good. I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
You want to save the Saturday night game for later?
Saturday night is Eagles.
Oh, is it?
Eagles,
that
Giants.
foul's going to be on Wettengale. That's a hard foul there.
Eagles, Giants. Let me confirm.
Wettengale's going to pick up his second foul.
Eagles, Giants, Saturday night.
All right, Eagles, Giants. What do you think there? As Carson goes to the line.
I mean, you got to go Eagles, right?
What I mean, so no. I think the Giants win.
Really?
Yeah. And I'll probably be wrong, but I think the Giants win.
I mean, they looked good last week against the Vikings. Give you that.
I think that they're better than a lot of people give them credit for. As Carson hits the second of 2, he's up to double figures.
All right,
10
let's see
points
let's see if the Falcons can keep this close going into half.
2:08 to go in the half. Ballinger with the ball. Falcons down 33-17. Really tight defense by Denison. That's Carson guarding
There we go.
Lily, and that's good.
We finally get one of those runners to fall. Those have been in and out all night. Nice job by Lily.
Carson brings the ball up the court.
Way to get in the
Knocked away
passing
by
lane.
Ballinger. Lily has it knocked away by Casillas. Up to Carson, who's going to get it off to Arkfeld. It's no good. Rebounded by Casillas. Dude, that guy is tough.
Yeah.
He's a dude. He is tough. A lot of back and forth there.
Yeah. Oh, Lennon wasn't even paying attention.
Turnover Falcons. Back to Denison. 1:26 to go.
Keep this under 20
Carson bringing the ball up the
coming
court.
into half.
Pick set by Casillas. I would not want to be on the receiving end of a pick by Casillas.
No. He definitely plays lineman
Yeah,
for their football team.
I would hope so. What if he was like
A
tight
tailback.
end? Oh, guy wouldn't step in front of that.
On the
Foul's
floor.
going to be on the floor. Hey, Casillas did make that, but they're going to wave the shot off. He'll go to the line regardless for 2. No, they're going to say, they're saying 2. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10th foul.
Okay,
It was on the floor.
yes.
Yeah.
Checking in for the Falcons, you've got Narmi, Sherrill, Marshall.
They're going to come in for our players in foul trouble. Lennon, Wise, and Wettengale.
Text from my 8-year-old son, must be on his tablet. If you want the Jacksonville Jaguars to win, you're going to get it. Big Chiefs fan. He also talks a lot of trash. He gets that from his mom. Casillas up and good. Denison up 37-19, just under a minute to go. Shot clock still in play. Marshall's going to take a 3.
Oh,
In and out, no good.
Story of the night.
Narmi
Narmi getting in the mix.
Narmi mixing it up with Casillas.
I think he threw a little elbow there.
He did. Hope his mom didn't see that. Carson with the ball, looking for something to do. He's going to take it. No good. Rebound to Marshall.
We got time here.
Ballinger down to Narmi. And it's up and in.
He's something else.
Carson with the ball. Carson with the ball.
Hey, if Coach Larry Peterson ever needs a little bit of fire for their team, just put Narmi in. Just feed him the ball down low.
I don't think you normally try to feed a 6-foot kid.
Hey, no,
I mean,
not normally.
And I feel like an idiot saying that because I am on a good day 5'8". But, yeah, I mean, he's
He's a spitfire.
quite fiery.
Yeah,
Quite fiery.
freshman.
Just a freshman. Coach Peterson looking for something to do with that 5th spot on the court. He's giving Narmi a shot right now.
Might be a result of a little bit of foul trouble as well.
Yeah.
Probably like to see the starters finish the half, but
Falcons are going to roll with Lily, Ballinger, Sherrill, Narmi, and Marshall. Denison has Wessel, Carson, Weavers, Casillas, and Arkfeld.
Arkfeld's short.
Yeah. Look, I mean,
Towering over Ballinger.
Luke, I think Nick Ballinger's got to be close to 6 foot too. That foul's going to be on the floor. It won't matter. There's 2. Marshall, he's got something with his left shoulder there.
Little stinger.
Yep. He's going to try to power through it. I don't. I'd probably just take him out at that point.
I don't think Coach Peterson sees it.
Very intent looking upon by his mother, Mrs. Marshall, the 5th grade teacher. She's on the other side of the court taking pictures.
Wessel misses the first.
37-21, Denison. 6 seconds to go. Marshall's going to come out.
Wettengale checks in for Marshall. He's got 3 fouls. Or 2 fouls, sorry.
Trainer Nick Finken's going to lean over and talk to Owen about what's going on with his shoulder. Wessel's second one is no good. Narmi gets the rebound, brings it down the court. He's going to pressure. And the ball's going to be out on the Falcons. Half a second to go.
There's a good battle down there for that rebound with Narmi and Castillas there.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah, and I tell you what, they were step for step on the way down the court too.
Yeah.
Real intense. They both bring the intensity. Wessel's going to come out. Segabart's going to inbound the ball. The officials are going to come to the scoring table. They're going to put maybe 1 second on the clock. And for Denison, and to inbound the ball is Weavers. There was a good quarterback from somewhere up north with the last name Weavers. I don't know if it was him or not. I just remember reading that in the paper.
This year?
Yeah, this fall. I can't remember where that was at. Weavers is going to inbound. Gets it over to Casillas. Narmi on Casillas. It's going to be short. Denison takes a 16-point lead into halftime. 37-21.
I like the way the Falcons ended that half, keeping it close. They could have easily let that slip to 20.
We've seen it before.
Yeah,
We've
they
seen
did a
it
good
before.
job. And I think it all starts on the defensive end. So
I agree. I mean, there's some kids that can score on the offensive side for St. Albert as the dance team's about to come on here. But they can score. They have scored before. But when it's not organized, when you're not committed to playing defense on the other side of the ball, that's how things get away from you.
well, when you feel like you're down so much, you have to shoot a 3. You're going to play differently on offense too. So staying engaged on defense, keeping the game close, it's really helping them on the offensive side. They've had some bad luck on the offensive side. They've had a ton of shots just go in and out. So
as you see, Hattie Sheffield and my niece Nora Sims down there with the dance team going to hang out.
Nora, she's going to be on this dance team here. Not very long.
We are going to turn it over and let the dance team do their thing.
we got a winner
Do we have a winner?
up there
Oh, I see it.
underneath the '09 state championship football flag.
So well done. Fourth graders, Hattie Sheffield and Nora Sims drew the winning number. I can't see who won. It looks like a St. Albert parent or grandparent up there. So that was the 50-50 raffle, something that we probably need to do a little bit more of, honestly.
Looks like the cheerleaders are going to.
Well then, hey, let's take
maybe a
another
little-
quick break.
Yeah.
Please welcome the hardworking St. Albert cheerleaders as they perform a special dance routine to honor their two seniors, Bree Kylie and Grace Julian.
That was your St. Albert cheer team. Senior night for Bree Kylie and Grace Julian. Nice way to send them off. We're going to take a 3-minute break here while the teams warm back up. We'll be back in a minute. All right. So here we are, 30 seconds before the beginning of the second half. Falcons trailing by 16.
And I see our producer on the other side of the court. Let's see.
This could get dicey. We'll see how quick she can move.
It was quite a halftime.
We had to turn our microphones back on. Sorry for the false advertising. Once the band started cranking out Michael Jackson, dude, look how fast she got over here.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
She knows.
She knows. The band was cranking out some Jackson. It was Jackson 5, not Michael Jackson. We wanted to make sure that we could share that with you. Props to Mr. Rademacher, the band teacher. Also plays the guitar, the drums.
Was he
as
playing
you see,
up there?
Yeah, as you
Okay.
see, St. Albert president Dr. Ann Rawling carrying the, I don't know what you call those things, down. The music holders, things like
Podium?
that. I don't think it's a podium. Alexis, do you know what they call the thing that the sheet music goes on? No, she unplugged her
Of course she
microphone.
knows. Of course she knows. But yeah, so they were playing. I was like, Chad, we need to turn the mics back on. I love the atmosphere with that band going. I think I say it every time we do a broadcast, but. All right, back to the action.
Quick
Wessel cleaning up the rebound there, putting it back for 2.
So Alexis, do you know what those are called?
No, I don't.
Okay. We're going to go with, I guess we'll go with podium. You're the only one that offered up a guess to it.
Music podium. You called it a music holder, so.
I mean, well, it's better than a holder. I would agree with you on that. I was even in band, and I don't know what those are called. I think they're just called stands.
Music stand? Yeah.
Stand of music. Nice pass. Finds Wettengale on the wing. Up. Short.
Long rebound. That's out of bounds.
Ballinger tweaked his back on that. Good hustle back on defense. St.
Ooh.
Albert will retain possession.
Ooh, I feel like one of the Falcons got a hand on that ball, blocked it, but
Yeah, no, he definitely did. That should be Denison's ball. My daughter, who is in band, says it's a music stand.
Oh, that
Thank
sounds too easy. But,
Thank you,
thanks,
Allie.
Allie.
Double dribble on Ballinger.
All right, so that bucket by Wessel extends their lead to 18. Chad, what do they got to do here? What do the Falcons got to do to keep this close? Maybe get it to within single digits by the fourth quarter.
Well, they got to keep up the defensive intensity. Great skip pass there. Knocked out by Wettengale. Denison will keep the ball. Keep up the
They're
defensive
making it
intensity.
hard. I mean, you know, for as big as they are, the advantage that they have with height, like they're making it hard for Arkfeld and Castillas and Hipner to get the ball down low.
Carson with a deep 3. He wants to make sure the students saw that. They're into it.
Yeah, he pointed at the neon.
The neon crew over there. And you know what? I love that, you know.
As long as it stays friendly.
There's nothing personal about it. And if you stroke a 3 from that deep, shoot your shot, friend. Good on you.
Nice runner by Lilly there. Those are starting to fall for him. I think he's made his last 2 runners in the lane. Wettengale pushing it, dishes it off to Lilly.
That was blocked by Cheryl. Cheryl's going to take the 3. It's good.
Nice shot by Cheryl.
Falcons down 42-26. The other thing that I was going to say, so they need to keep the defensive intensity up, but they also need to stay in a semblance of an offense.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They do those things. Maybe they can keep it a little close. If I'm Denison, they've got so many weapons, but Arkfeld, you know, there's foul trouble for the Falcons on there. I'd keep feeding Arkfeld. They are making it challenging for him to shoot his shot, but he's going to keep drawing fouls.
I keep making him shoot 3s. I mean, yeah, they might make them.
Not Carson, though.
No, I mean, I'd rather have Carson shooting a 3 than Hipner, you know, shooting a shot from 2 feet away.
And looks like Hipner.
That's Weber's for nice movement without the ball. Run along the baseline, gets a nice pass, easy bucket.
Hipner did go out with that bloody nose.
Has he returned?
He has not. I'm looking down on the bench. He is checking in right now. I was like, man, I can't even see him down there.
Right on cue.
All is well. Arkfeld comes out. Hipner in.
I'll take that exchange.
You know what? I mean, here's the deal. You got no one that's 6'5". Luke Wettengale's your tallest player. That's gonna be a matchup. You got to win more than you lose.
Yeah. Has to beat him with physicality, which
Ball's gonna be stripped away from Lennon. Here comes Denison.
nice lead pass up to Wessel.
Down to
Dishes it off to Carson.
Good take.
Nice scoop layup by Carson there.
Owen Wise about to check in for the Falcons at the next dead ball.
Bullet pass from Lilly down to Wettengale.
Oh, good look. Very nice look. Just couldn't finish. But I'll take that kind of ball movement. That's Lennon's third blocking call.
Live and die by those.
Hey, you know what? Keep doing it. You know, that's what I love about that kid. He is a madman out there.
Yeah, I mean, a couple nights ago, he was doing the same thing. He got like 4 charges called on him.
So this is Luke Weber's at the line. He's 6'2". I'm going to bet he's close to 200 pounds. Lennon had no concern about standing in front of him.
No.
You know what? There's something to appreciate. You know, admittedly, they're having a tough season right now, but it is not for a lack of effort. And I give Jackson Lennon a ton of credit. He plays like this every single game.
Yeah. And they bring Narmi in, who's a clone, a younger clone of Jackson. Bank's open.
The bank is open. It's 46-29 Denison. Yeah, he's a little bit shorter version of Jackson Lennon. He is not afraid. Look at it. He's playing the 5.
He's not going to give any ground, though.
He's guarding Hipner. Foul's going to be on Wettengale on the floor. Casillas.
It's going to be his 3rd.
Casillas just said to him, hey, you know you got me on that, right? Wettengale just shook his head, yeah, you got it. All right, hey, you want to talk about football on Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it. So we got the, what's the first game? I'm just going off memory.
Bengals, Bills.
Bengals, Bills.
What do you think there?
I think Bengals. I mean,
I think a lot of people think the Bengals. So I'm either going to look really smart or really stupid. I think the Bills win.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you go wrong either way. That's going to be a push in the back by Narmi.
Narmi draws his 2nd foul.
Is that his 2nd? That's his 3rd.
3rd foul.
He's played.
Good intensity from young Noah Narmi.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's in there to do, though.
Yeah, you know what? If he didn't mix that up.
He's earning his minutes. I like what he's doing out there. But no, I
So
mean,
you think Bengals?
I think Bengals win the game. Would not be surprised by any means if the Bills won. I mean,
Casillas with the and one. Foul's going to be on Owen Wise.
they're both top 4 or 5 teams in the NFL. So, I mean, any given Sunday. So,
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills there. All right, let's talk about what you really want to talk about.
I mean,
Niners.
not much discussion.
Niners, Cowboys. It's the Sunday night game, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Fox, too.
You going to watch it or probably not?
No, probably not. I got some things I got to do. You know, some honey-do list from the wife that I'll probably be taking care of on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's silly asking me that, Chad.
I think it's well documented amongst the faithful that you are a pretty fanatical fan of the San Francisco 49ers.
And the Monarchs are sitting at 49 points.
Oh, jeez.
51 now.
Thank you, young Casillas, for getting us off of that.
Nice look to Wettengale by Lilly.
Oh, good pass. Good look. Finish wasn't quite there. 51-29 Denison. So obviously you're saying the Niners, right?
I think it's going to be a 2-score game.
So if you were going to bet responsibly, you would say take the Niners.
I would take that 4 points.
Yeah, I was going to say it's still at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Niners win. I have no clue by how much. I think by more than 4. Maybe a 1-score game, 7 or so. Good block by Narmi. Not afraid to play with those 3 fouls. He's kicks it up to his fellow freshman. Nick Ballinger will take the shot.
A little short.
A little short. And if I could say one other thing I think they need to do, they don't follow their shots very much.
Yeah,
it doesn't
no.
seem.
I mean, you don't have anyone in the lane really when they're shooting those threes normally. And that bucket by Casillas takes the lead up to 24, 54-29. 53-29, excuse me. Deep 3 by Lilly brings it to a 21-point deficit.
Lilly has 12.
30-second timeout called by Coach Larry Peterson.
So Lily has, 15 here on senior night.
Thanks, bud.
Jet bringing back a Diet Mountain Dew for Pops. Shout out to Aaron Lins, faithful viewer of our broadcasts.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Of course. And anybody else out there?
Hit the text line,
Hit the text line.
402-981-2630.
Any topics you guys want us to cover? We'll do our best.
As long as they're appropriate for the internet.
We'll probably exceed your expectations, actually.
It is still the third quarter, in case you're wondering, here at St. Albert. 53-32. Denison, 1:57 left to go in the third.
I thought Coach Peterson was calling a timeout to sub somebody in, but he's coming out with the same lineup that he went into the timeout with. So, hey, did we mention that the founder of Denison is named Jesse?
Yeah, we did mention that.
Okay. I'm just making sure we covered that.
I'm thankful that we only play Denison once a year because of that fact. Nice drive there by Weavers. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be assessed to Owen Wise, who they have down as his fourth foul. Does that seem right to you, Jesse?
Say Owen Wise with his fourth foul, yeah.
Yeah, holy buckets. Did not realize that. All right, young Owen Wise comes out. His classmate Jeremiah Sherrill, also a sophomore here at St. Albert, comes in.
I think the young guys kind of play. I think Coach Peterson wants him to play aggressively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think he's.
Sherrill with the rebound. Good, solid defense by Weavers. He's going to take it. It's up and it's good. Wettengale for three. No good. Rebound to Artfeld. Back to Wessel, down to Weavers.
Narmi working down there, trying to prevent Castillas from getting the ball.
Good help defense by Wettengale.
Just a
Casillas
tad bit late there on
It's up and
Wettengale.
it's good. Thanks for checking in, Mary Sims, who wants us to know that her and Franny, the new family dog, are watching.
Nice.
Franny is probably one of the more adorable dogs I've ever seen.
Thrilled to hear of her recovery.
She's on the mend.
Yeah. I also heard a rumor that Mary's roommate from college is from Denison.
Yeah, did you catch her name?
No, I didn't.
I you know what, I was.
But if she's a friend of Mary's, she's a friend of mine.
Okay, I'll allow that. I was about to say, I was just really young when she was in college, so I don't remember what her roommate's name was.
Okay.
But that would get me in trouble with Mary, and I would never say that.
Oh, that you'd be imploring that.
I'm just continuing to dig that hole with Mary that I've spent the last 39 and a half years digging. Brandon from Denison says, Jesse, don't count out the Jags. Trevor Lawrence is undefeated on Saturdays.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's just a fantastic stat. Thank you, Brandon, for checking in.
I mean, that stat was in full question about quarter and a half into the game last week.
If you recall, I had the Chargers last week. Big money on the Chargers. Didn't work out in my favor. Mary Sims, roommate from Denison.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun fact. Her name was Sarah Mendlick. She was the youngest of 10 siblings.
Really?
Sarah Mendlick. Thanks for checking in, Mary. Always nice to hear from you.
And Mary, Nora did a fabulous job.
She did.
Drawing
for that. You'd be very proud of her.
Yeah.
Mendlick sound like a great Catholic family. 10 kids. They just don't make them like that anymore.
No.
The Sims are like the closest thing we have to that. Them and the Sherrills. Shepherds. Carson with the ball. As time expires. Off the back of the iron. No good. Casillas.
No, that's
It counts it.
oh my goodness.
Far official counts it. Good tip by Casillas. It's going to be 60-37.
All right, for our viewers, rewind that. Do us a favor, rewind that. See if that was tipped in before the buzzer. Just let us know. We can't change anything. But it looked like it was a tad bit late.
Do you think that the lights behind the scoreboards are just like rope lights?
LED, like you put in your kids' rooms?
Yeah, that you put in like your kid's room.
I'm
I'm sure they're just like something that's 10 times the cost of rope lights, but that's what they look like to me.
yeah.
They've never stayed on that long before for me to really notice.
I don't know. It's a good question. You're asking some good questions tonight, Chad.
Look at your cop brother. He can't help himself. He's got to stand with this.
Yeah.
It's like he's on duty.
He's undercover.
Undercover.
Alexis-
Undercover brother.
Alexis, you want to zoom in on my brother over there?
Can we get a shot of Sergeant Shea over there in the corner? Just keeping the peace. Yep, just keeping the peace.
Nothing to see here, boys.
He's going to punch one of us for this. I hope it's you.
He'll never know.
Yeah, he will find out. Sergeant Shea, correct? Sergeant, right?
Yeah.
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 Probably has to work tonight.
yeah. No, he called in sick.
Did he?
No, I don't know.
I was going to say, we just outed him on this live stream. No, I'm sure he's going to work tonight. Sheriff Andy Brown, no reason to worry. Do you think that Sam Arkfeld was he's like a corporal with the Potawatomi County Sheriff's Department? Do you think he's related?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the name is fairly uncommon.
It's pretty common up in that area. There's some Arkfelds in Harlan and Avoca in that area.
Okay.
But yeah, I wonder if he's related to Lance Arkfeld. It's just not a name that we see particularly all that often, just in that area of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Carson brings the ball up, guarded by Colin Lilly. He's going to get it down to the aforementioned Arkfeld. Back to Carson, thinks about a three.
Oh, Ballinger on our guy.
Arkfeld, up and in. It's good.
A little bit of a mismatch there. Nice job by Carson identifying that mismatch and getting the ball to Arkfeld.
He's got 13 on the night. Carson's got 15. Coach Larry Peterson's going to take a timeout, a full one, and talk about it. Probably wants to talk about a little bit of defensive mismatch.
Do we want to? Chad, do you want to hit the auction? Just go through the auction stuff again?
Yeah, I think
because we talked about it in the girls' game. I don't know if we have some new listeners from the boys' game.
Yeah, it is. If you have any questions, Carrie Ashley up here at the school is your contact person. You can also reach out to Jesse or myself, and we'd be happy to point you in the area of concern. April 22nd, the 42nd annual St. Albert Benefit Auction. It's a night on Broadway. I've confirmed that I don't believe our wives have picked out our outfits yet.
Okay.
So they've got some work ahead of them on that. It's our largest auction of the year, our largest benefit fundraiser of the year. Great time, as we mentioned earlier. All donations fully tax deductible. You know, that can be pretty important. They are looking for sponsors, though, and there are multiple levels of sponsorships available that go from $20,000 all the way down to $250,000. That information is available with Carrie. They all have varying degrees of exposure and benefits that come with it. But they are looking for sponsors right now. We did finalize today that my wife and I will be hosting, I think it's like for the 4th straight year, the Whiskey and Wine Poll.
Oh, okay.
Which is always a good time.
I thought you were going to say you guys are the host family.
No, she would kill me. I'm pretty sure we talked about the Whiskey Poll.
Narmi with a nice take.
And it's good. Nice take by young Noah Narmi. His 4th point, he's got 3 fouls. He now has more points than fouls, which will make Sally happy.
Oh, my gosh.
Almost picked up that 4th foul. So we're going to be doing the Whiskey Poll again. Carson down to Arkfeld, and there's the dunk. I was kind of wondering if he could dunk.
If he couldn't, yeah, he's 6'8".
Yeah, nice dunk there. Good look by Carson. Lennon's going to think about a 3. Off to the right side of the rim.
And that wasn't a breakaway dunk. That was a dunk in the lane.
Yeah, that's flat-footed.
Yeah.
Carson's got the ball, top of the key. Off to Arkfeld. Pressure by Lennon. Back to Arkfeld. He's going to take a 3. It's going to be a little short. Rebounded by Owen Marshall. Good to see that left shoulder's not hurting him anymore. Ballinger for 3.
There
Good.
you go. Nice shot by the freshman
Nick Ballinger. He's got 15. Maybe he has 12. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet?
I think it's 12.
Okay, he's got 12. Colin Lilly leads all scorers with 15. Rebound goes to Arkfeld. Arkfeld kicks it out to Wessel. No, excuse me, that's Fink. Wessel down to Carson. Carson's going to take it off the back of the rim.
Narmi drawing the
Narmi
foul.
boxing out.
That's Hipner.
Hipner's going to draw the foul there. That's his third. And, let's see here. If we trust the sheet,
It's 5 inches.
there's a
it's
5-inch
a
difference.
little bit
between
more.
the
It
two.
looks like more.
Who am I to say? Maybe Hipner's not getting the respect he deserves on this stat sheet. He might be taller.
Or Narmi's getting a little more than he should have.
Who am I to judge?
No, it's not. what we're
Narmi's
here
going to
for.
take. He draws the foul. Foul's on Casillas.
Getting good minutes out of Narmi tonight.
He did start earlier this week.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to watch that game. We had some basketball games of our own. Narmi's at the line. He's going to have 2. St. Albert Elementary principal, Mr. Patrick Ryan, checking in. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Ryan. He points out that Carson's hair, very similar. As Narmi hits the second one, he now has 6.
Carson's hair similar to what?
To young Josh Ryan, who you and I graduated with, Pat's younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer of 2002 when 2001 when Mr. Schreiber, I don't feel appropriate calling him Ken, Mr. Schreiber made him cut his hair, which I remember.
He made him cut his hair?
Yeah, and so he drew the nickname Fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
And just to prove this, I'm not showing the entire audience my phone, but to pull this up for you, Jesse, and you can validate for the good folks.
Yeah, okay.
I still have Josh Ryan in my phone as Fuzz 23 years later. 22 years later. Denison's got the ball, got this under control. They're up by 22. Carson takes it to the hoop, and he knocks it in. He's got 17 on the night, just about to his season average of 18. Denison up by 24. Deep 3 from Lilly. It's no good. Rebound.
It's a travel.
No, it's not. He kept dribbling the ball. Actually, really nice play there by Hipner.
Casillas down low.
Casillas is battling.
You
and
see,
it's good.
Jackson Lennon gave Marshall a shove. He was bodying up Casillas, and Jackson pushed Marshall. It was pretty funny. Nice take by
Lily's blocked by Hipner. Here comes Carson.
Nice.
Gets it over to Casillas. Draws the foul. He's going to have 2. Does not make the basket. That's going to be on Lennon.
Lennon's done for the
fouled.
night.
4:21 remaining.
His impact wasn't felt on the scoring side, but definitely was on the defensive end. And
Yeah. The intensity,
yeah,
if nothing else. Marshall's also going to come out. Falcons will have Wettengale, Narmi, Ballinger, Lilly, and Sherrill on the floor. Kind of a youthful group. You take Lilly out of the equation, he goes down to his spot there in the corner, as we've come accustomed to. Casillas with his second of 2. Or his first, excuse me, and he'll make it. Denison shoots free throws pretty well.
he's got 20.
Casillas has 20. My goodness gracious, that's snuck up on us. 21. The old announcer jinx just didn't work. Casillas is feeling it tonight, folks.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a free throw yet.
Sherrill with the ball. Gets it over to Ballinger. He's going to go for 3. In and out. Man, that was halfway down.
All night. How many times have we seen that tonight?
Sherrill up for 3, and it's good. 72-47. Denison. A lot of back and forth here. A lot of back and forth. 3's no good. Rebound to Weavers, who puts it up and in. Weavers has 10. He's in double digits for the night. Narmi for 3. No good.
I mean, this is back and forth. It's kind of like a badminton game.
The shuttlecock, back and forth.
Yeah.
This is just.
Have you ever watched that on the
Oh, man,
Olympics?
those people are crazy.
It's crazy.
Way above my skill level.
Yeah.
Way above my skill level.
I mean, that's what this game.
Oh.
Cheryl's got to ruin the fast pace by sticking the ball in the corner there.
Yeah, that was a pace right there.
Yeah, it was.
That was a pace. Denison's going to pull their starters.
Looks like we got a shift change by the Falcons coming up too here.
Yes, we do. Nice play by Hipner. Good catch.
The
Kept it
student
under
section
control.
for the Monarchs are calling for somebody.
Timeout, St. Albert. Going to bring a whole shift change in. I'll reset the floor for you here in a second. Casillas is coming out. They're getting a real well-deserved round of applause. Hipner, round of applause. Casillas is going to end with 23. Hipner with 8. Real good minutes out of both those guys, you know, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Casillas' impact, not just the points. He was down there getting the rebounds, cleaning all the dirty stuff up, just like a big guy should.
Yeah, hard minutes.
Yeah.
Not afraid to put the work in.
I mean, he probably drew – how many fouls did he draw, you know? And
Yeah.
he just makes everything so difficult down there.
So Denison has this fully under control, 78-47. Just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons have 17 fouls, so Denison's in the bonus. Denison just with 3. Narmi, Ballinger, Marshall, Wise, Lennon, Lilly, Cheryl, Wettengale, they're all going to take a seat. So in the game for the Falcons, you want to take it, Jess?
I'll get the Monarchs.
All
here.
right. We've got Matthew Holliday, Joe Hughes, Kane Hughes, Brandon McCall, and Parker Heisterkamp. This is going to be Joe Hughes for 3. In and out, no good. Kane Hughes with the rebound to McCall. It's good. Nice rebound by Kane Hughes.
On the floor for the Monarchs, we got Gage Head bringing the ball down the court. We got Jake Fink, Remington Lilyholm, Easton Emery, and Ricardo Casillas. That is Emery for 3.
Rebound to Fink. Down in between Casillas' legs.
It's Gage Head, dishes it off. Back to Head.
20 to go on the shot clock, 2:16 on the game clock. Denison up by,
Hey, Chad, how many points does the Falcons have?
they have 49. I'm looking forward to their next point so that we can move on from this.
Nice block by Joe Hughes, by the way.
Kane Hughes bringing the ball down the court. That's Holiday. It's no good.
Great baseball player.
Fink. Off to Gage Head. Back to Remington Lilyholm.
30-second timeout called by the Monarchs.
And Cole Town and Chandler Perrin will come in.
You know, coming into this game, I mean, not coming in. They could have laid down, the Falcons. They got down early. I really like the effort I saw tonight.
Yeah, good
really
fight. Good fight out of the Falcons. Denison is as expected. They're very, very good. I think I'm ready to admit that, you know, we've seen Lewis Central, we've seen Harlan, we've seen Red Oak looked good when they were here last week. Denison is better than all of them.
Yeah.
Harlan's dang good. Like, you know, not to take. We saw Kemper. They're not bad. You know, that's actually Denison's last loss.
Lewis Central. I mean, Lewis Central was tough. I don't know if it was higher intensity because of the city rivalry, but
Lewis Central was good. And again, these are all very good teams.
oh yeah.
But Denison, they seem complete. They seem a little bit more complete. And I would also say, you know, and so that's Cole Town that draws the foul. He's going to go to the line.
Cole Town almost came around the corner and gave the referee a high five.
We'll watch Mr. Town's free throws here. First one's short off the rim. Second one's up and in. Much to the happiness of the Denison student section.
I think that's who they were calling for earlier.
Awesome. Well, good for Cole Town. Long ride back to Denison. Hopefully that makes things a little bit more fun for these guys. So what I was saying, I guess, the bigs, Arkfeld, obviously Casillas, and Hippner.
Hippner, yep.
Those three, I think, are probably the most complete bigs that we've seen from any team.
You think that's what sets them apart from the Titans?
I think that and Carson Sunches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those guys they're good. We're going to have 2 come in for the Falcons here on the next foul, or dead ball, excuse me. It's no good. Denison with the rebound. Falcons playing good defense.
Shot clock will be turned off for the Falcons here.
Timeout, Falcons, 22.7 to go. Coach Larry Peterson's going to call a timeout to bring in 2 players. And that's going to be Max Godel and
Will Kerwin.
Okay, Will Kerwin. Both sophomores. They're in the game for the final 30 seconds here.
A little miscommunication there by Kerwin and Holiday.
Godel's going to drive the ball. Falcons will retain possession, 7.9 to go. Jess, Falcons stuck on 49.
I want them to score.
I want them to score too. Holiday thinks about it. He's going to get in Godel. Turnover, Falcons.
And that'll be the end of it.
That is the game. Denison's going to win, 81-49. They'll improve to 9-2 on the season. Very impressive turnout by Denison. Very impressive turnout by the St. Albert Saints girls basketball team. We appreciate you tuning in. As of right now, it looks like our next broadcast is going to be next Saturday. Again, it's just girls only against AL. But our social media pages will have more information on that.
Don't forget the open house coming up.
October 31st.
We got the auction coming up.
A lot of information coming out on that.
Get signed up.
So I'm Chad Hannon.
Jesse Shea.
Thanks for tuning in. For Alexis Narmi, our awesome producer, we appreciate you spending your time with us tonight. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.